Hello, gamers, and welcome to another episode of Express Lane, the show that brings us speedruns in 60 minutes or less. I'm your host, Oscar424, with occasional guest appearances by my quirky co-host, Galahad, who's sleeping somewhere else, and Freya, whose butt you can see right over there, probably. Anywho, so if you are curious about what's coming on today, tomorrow, and anytime for the rest of the week, head on over to gdq.gg/hotfix for schedule updates and so much more info. But I can look at the schedule right now, and we have a really cool themed episode because I like my spooky, scary games, and we have a horror-themed episode of Express Lane today. We are ending today with We Happy Few. Before that, we are doing 2 different endings to look outside. We also have a fun little silly horror game called Bloodwings, Pumpkinhead's Revenge. And starting off everything, we have Vanada playing Faith, Chapter 3, the 80% Ending 1. So Vanada, hello, how are you?
Not too bad, thank you very much for having me. I'm actually excited to be here to be able to do Faith Chapter 3 again. This will be Chapter 1. Chapter 3, Ending 1, which is, you gotta skip a whole lot of crap and then just you get to the main meat, of the game, which is pretty cool. There is a couple of options. There was somebody for Dine or Dina. They didn't like needles, so we can turn them off. Makes the game faster as well, because we don't have to skip, watch that. And Turbo Mode, if you like that, because I think it makes the game more fun. But however, we're going to be focusing on the main event, which is, I will get to it when I get to it, but I'm just going to go with the timer because I don't want to waste too much time with this intro. However, I'm going to go on a countdown of 3, 2, 1, and start.
Good luck.
Thank you, and we get to relax for like a minute. So, how are you doing?
I'm not gonna lie, I love the side images which are just, that is horror fuel for nightmares, and I love it.
Yeah, you get a couple of choices as well. There's a few backgrounds, and in the Japanese release for version 1.666, the runner version is version 1.5, just because it has the most amount of skips, and some of them actually got patched out in version 1.666, but in version 1.666 in Japan, they even have their own special dedicated background, which I thought was pretty cool, which was also featured in their, a really high-profile occult magazine as well. I forget the name of it. Yeah, I was like,
that's
wait,
wild.
What? Yeah, Opie, Sunball, another runner of the game, great runner as well, was telling me that. I'm just like, wait, what? And then I looked it up and was like, yeah, okay, it's true, and it looks sick. But basically, we're just here from Chapter 1's gotta give everyone a kiss. We're just going back on memories at the moment. You can see the painting of the family there, pictured there on the right, from Fate Chapter 1. This is meant to be the beginning, the predecessor to everything that had happened when you were playing Fate Chapter 1, for anyone who has. And this is the main event, and I'm going to be very careful because I had a glitch with our dear priest here, Father Allred. You're going to follow me, right? Grand. Okay, he's there. There can be a glitch where he just disappears, and you got to go back and then back again.
Oh, jeez.
And then you just pray that it works. I think that has been fixed in version 1.666, however, though. So don't fret too much. And just don't hug the wall too much is what I've learned from all this as well. That's a life lesson. Don't hug the wall too much. Even in history, it actually caused a crash in when the game initially came out as well, Chapter 3.
Oh, wow.
And it was all a dream.
I've always loved the graphic design for Faith. It's seeing this again, it's so cool seeing.
Yeah, there's a similar game. We don't go near that door, by the way, because you'll be stuck in a 2-second-ish sort of I'm not going in there sort of text. But we're gonna, just go along on our merry way over here. It's it's no place for Preacher here, so we're just going to go back home. And after every time you miss on kind of critical sort of information or just areas of the game, this will pop up and just give you a hint. But this is back to Dreamland now, because apparently every time we go home, we say, no, we don't really feel like it, we go back into bed. And we have another recollection, and it's just, we're going to grab a book, and then we're going to go over, and we're going to throw it away. Well, yep, we threw it over here this time, and then we're going to go ahead and collect it over here. Why I'm throwing the Bible away, I don't know. I know, we're just picking it up a couple of times, and then we just have to bring the parents back up because, you know, during classic exorcisms, you know, demons allegedly feeding off of negative emotions and whatnot of family members and using it to heighten its strength. You know, The Exorcist kind of stuff. We'd be looking at that, and then bye-bye. There's more dialogue if you stay up there, however, we're fine.
It's like, that's nice, parents. You stay up there, we'll deal with you later.
Yeah. The architecture, the layout, just due to the low, like, you know, it's a very low big game. It might confuse you, but you can go around things sooner than you think. Sometimes I remember people will go right around the pillar, whereas you can just kind of go in around, and it's totally like just a little bit, and it's fine. But I have seen that a few times. That's like, shucks, they don't know. To be fair, I grew up with a 101 little controller that, you know, you plug into your TV.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, playing Superman, and that was something else. The one where you got to build a bridge. Yeah, my parents hated it.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
My parents hated that one. I loved Pitfall though. You know what? We're at an apartment here. We could help out, but we're fine.
Nah.
It's fine. There's an elevator game here though if you actually do want to play this section. And there's also a woman trapped inside. She's been sending us letters and we have been ignoring them. Everything that's been coming to us through the post is like, help, we need help. Also, here's information on a cult that is actively doing shenanigans. You gotta stop them. And we've just been ignoring it. Like, we already know what's happening. But here we are in another dream, just kind of recollecting anything from our memories, or we have essentially an unreliable narrator. Also, if you move you move faster if you move in straight lines rather than diagonally. We don't want to move to that person there that's creepily standing behind a mannequin. That's Meredith, potentially, well, it's believed to be, because I forget the name of the files, the characters, but that could be John's mother.
Oh.
And so Amy has escaped. She has done unspeakable acts to not only Father Albert, who was on the floor unconscious, but to her parents as well. And she's just possessed by a member, or like the influence of the cult, I suppose, has just possessed Amy. They're using her for their shenanigans. And this is how we're remembering it so far. And that's Amy that you see on both sides there as well. The person we're speaking to right now. Yeah, the artwork is really good for this. Some of the artwork is actually genuinely incredible.
Oh, hard agree.
But yeah, we are kind of down on our, you could say faith. Is faith like minus like 80% a thing? I don't know. But in each and every chapter, you start with like a gold crucifix, then it's silver in chapter 2, and then chapter 3, it's much more dull. It's copper. So actively losing faith in what's happening. But yeah, the cults want to establish their official thing on the night of the Sabbath, the October 31st event. So this is now where we're actually going to be doing things. And it's here, there is an Easter egg if you go outside, by the way, through those doors. The police go absolutely crazy. I would highly recommend anybody to actually just do it once. Just go outside once and watch what happens.
Like, everything will be fine. fine. Not really.
And now it begin kind of just hold up your crooks. Pause on pause. Don't let up on holding the button for the crooks, and you can just freely move around.
Oh.
And
that's nice.
There is a puzzle. We were meant to leave this red, by the way. But we need a blue bird anyway. Like dark blue. There it is. And then we just need orange. There it is. And if you do, like, change the colors after the trapdoor is opened, it stays open.
Nice.
We have good old Baphomet there. As above, so below. Below a kid's school, of all places. This is where the cult's hiding out. And...
Sure.
You know, why not?
Why not?
Why not? This is just where we're just going to indoctrinate everybody. But yeah, and then we gotta... you have to stare at this painting for a while. This is Miriam. And lovely painting. Yeah, nothing can go wrong. She's looking prettier and prettier by the second.
Absolutely.
Initially, you could actually move around here and people got confused. And it's just like, well, it pops up, so just keep looking. Just keep looking. Watch your image change. But we do meet Miriam for the first time in Chapter 2. So, again, a continuation, but she is at the heart of the true ending of the game. But we're not going for that this time. We're going for the... we're sort of going to stop him phase. And I need to keep in mind, don't activate the meatball. Because activating, I know it sounds strange, but there's a demon that we just nickname him Meatball because he looks kind of like a meatball. And
sage life advice, don't activate the meatball.
Don't let those people grab you, by the way. And so we're just going to activate Andros. I forget the Hungarian demon's name there, and Bael. And then we're just going to go back out and back up. Again, we're using center and right because it's closer to one another than Bael is. And then we're just going to go kind of on... Depending on which side of this cord in the center you are, you're going to get attacked from the opposite side. So...
Oh...
We just got attacked by Gary. That lasted a little longer than it was meant to.
Huh.
I think. So we're just going to trip out for a while. Because we have been enlightened. And this little scene actually is also in another of Erdorf's games. Not the two little people there that you see in the mirror. Or not the mirror, but through the glass there in the cathedral? I don't know. Church, school, whatever, schooling. But one is blue, obviously like John, and the other one is yellow, who also matches the colour of somebody in the apartment blocks, and they're called Lisa. And you can save Lisa if you want, and then it's just like, you know, hand in hand. Yeah, clearly there's a relationship there. But, yeah, you know, speculation, all that, and then you just get kind of like a lot of imagery, and it is... You know what it is, but I'm not gonna, you know... Right. I like leaving it open to interpretation. And this is, you know, just casual exorcism stuff. Just go through the door. And the unspeakable, because why not? And the unspeakable is their god. And it's just like, now you're ready, because now you've been enlightened, brother. You know? You're part of you can be one with us, you know the truth. And now we're just gonna wreck you. There's two ways you can do this. You can go straight down here. There's a little like line, just like near the plant. You just have to walk into it, or you can go downstairs into the basement and see a different alternate little cutscene. But I like this one, and it's also faster. So
that's such a cool cutscene.
Yes. Just seeing the arm like reach out. I've seen some cool cosplays of that as well. Like, and it's just like, how are you comfortable with that on your face? Right? How do you see? And this is the moment, this is Moloch. And we gotta satiate Moloch by giving him two offerings initially and then one in the dead center. And this is where we don't activate the meatball. I was nearly gonna do it. And
no meatball.
Yeah, there's like a little... the speedrun tech is like you go in, out, in, out, in, out from the painting scene and then you activate the meatball. But if you don't pass by that painting 3 times, you do not activate the meatball. Meatball can transfer you to another world. You've been put in a straitjacket in that world. You have to escape him or it's game over. And then you just return, you're plopped back here. And then we gotta try and leave here. There's this that says a lot of random, Latin. But it essentially equates to, and I don't know if it's a nod, but Tu Fui Ego Eris from Silent Hill 3. It's basically that, but in a different form, and we gotta not be near this person. These are called plagas. A little nod to Ori 4. Nice. They eat you.
Oh!
So you don't want to get near them. You can shake free from their grasp if you're, not too close to them. But otherwise, if you're too close to them, good luck to you. Because they're even in cages here, and that thing in the center is a reference to a musical band. I have no recollection of it. And Mirror Demon. Mirror Demon? Where art thou?
Hey.
And then we just want to stay as close to the mirror as possible. And everything's chill. And then we pick up it looks like a wrestling mask to me, so I just say it's a wrestling mask. We pick up the wrestling mask and then we just leave. And we gotta get one more item then in order to appease Moloch. And that is over here. And it'll have a little mini game actually. And it is completely randomized, but for the most part there are 2... it's green light, red light. Basically, so just think Squid Games, and you basically got it. And also avoid the plaga. Don't go near them. There's a diamond there for a reason. It's to teach you their radius. Oh, but we can put 1 foot in the ground, and then comfortably get to this lantern. Oh, you did a longer one. Usually it's short and then long for how they turn. But if she catches you, you get eaten. Ah. But this is the last item. And then we get we get a little guy here. This part we can just learn from. But we also gotta line up your collar with the second diamond to activate both of these at once so that they try to grab you from the center of the screen and you don't get got. Oh. Otherwise, if you're gonna go towards one and then it can be kind of a bit of a mess. So this is our second passing. The paintings will change in their own ways. But yeah, Moloch will be satisfied with the offering we're going to give him. In the next section, I got 1 chance, and that's it. For a potential skip, that saves about a minute. And okay. Oh, I have now opened the belly button. There we go. And the skip is if you land, there's a noise that happens when we're going to be in a bird section pretty soon, or the acolyte section, but I just call it the bird section. Everybody's bird people there anyway. They take physical changes because of the influences of the demons that they are following. So we don't want to get in. They're a bad crowd. They will. I swear to, sometimes it feels like they spawn camp you because you'll be at the edge of a screen. And then plop, you're dead.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so that's happened quite a number of times. But there is a little skip because we got to cleanse 3 effigies that are coming up pretty soon. We just need to obtain a lantern first because we can see the darkness encroaching here. And if you time it exactly as a sound cue goes off or lifting one of the seals, you get to skip all of them. You don't have to do 3. Oh. You can go straight for the door. Erdorf told me that, so thanks, Erdorf.
Nice.
But, yeah, because thankfully somebody in QA found that. Thank you to whoever found that. But you gotta time it right, and if you mess it up, Oh yeah, there's going to be a few bird scares here and there, so just a warning. But essentially, if you get that skip, you're good. You can book it for the door. You don't have to worry about any of the birds getting you at the edges of rooms and stuff. And then free reign, just interact with Gary. Because of all the people, you got in Resident Evil, the evil guys like Wesker, you got a bunch of people. And then, lo and behold, you got the bad guy in this game is called Gary.
Of course.
Because why not? Okay, activate Kirk's tech, and we're just going to go immediately to the left. I like to go... You can go about this whichever way you want, by the way. I like to go left immediately, then to the right, and then up from there if we fail the tech. That is about to come up. So we need to activate the effigy, which is here. Shoot. It was... I shot a little... I shot for the sun and I burnt myself.
Ah.
We were just a tinge off, so we're just going to do it normally because I don't want to waste too much time here. Especially in this room that is just pure darkness everywhere, and the birds can get you at any moment. And the appearance of the birds, it generally depends on how long you're lingering on one of the screens. But sometimes people like that appear, and I'm not about that life. So I'm going to keep going. But thankfully, when the cutscene happens, thankfully they despawn, so they don't get you. There was a unique out of bounds at one point here, and oh boy, you just have to.
Oh, hello.
They can get you. They can get you so easily.
Well, especially if they spawn like right in front of you.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
And they won't stop either. It won't just be one, it won't just be two, it can be like 5.
Oh, jeez.
You'll get swarmed if you allow them to. But yeah, you can get got pretty easily, and I am risking it here because I might spend a little too much time here, but we should be good. Yeah, we're good.
Nice.
And then we can go through the door. This is the door that we saw in our vision, the red door with the eye in the center. And then it's just, hey guys, what's up? Some people believe it's by using a Ouija board. And yeah, everybody's going kind of nuts through this for what's coming up. I think it's pretty funny. On speedrun mode, you'll get different dialogue during the section arena that will be coming up. There's such a big meme with this as well. Rain of spiders. Because, it rains literally spiders.
What?
And so instead of just like rain of spiders, just like Australia.
What?
So sorry, Australia.
Oh my god.
And at the heart of things was 2 little boys from Fate Chapter 2. We were meant to like save 2 boys, but the boys never existed. And then also, even in the beginning of the game, the wife in the whole situation, she never spoke. Only the dad did. And you'll see some like killer drape here, like in a moment. Gary wears these glasses, and they match up pretty well with Amy's dad. This is named Angel in the game, fella, so it's just like, but it's just like, deception. So we're just like, yo, we want to dip. Will they help me?
Right.
I don't want to do this job. This is too much. Like, are you kidding me? This kid is like doing away with their own parents and everything. Nah, let me go home. I want to go to bed.
All right. I need a nap.
So I need some help after this. Yeah. So it's just like, yeah, sure, but you know what you're doing, right? And he's like, I don't care. Yeah, John doesn't care. Well, he does care, but he's just like, this is too much. I don't want to do this. And then he gets to leave and go back to his house. Before the game started, I actually had to check. I had to check to make sure that demon mode was on, because you can turn it off. And you have a very nice little mini game or sort of section there, which is pretty cool. You can play like tennis, table tennis. Somebody did it 100 times for fun. Great run.
Perform an exorcism, table tennis.
Thankfully, if you turn demons off, everything's fine. It's a really nice neighborhood and stuff. Everything's like sunny days and everything. And Airdorf patched out the glitch I found like on day one. You can go out of bounds pretty easily by the grill. You could. With demon mode off in his backyard, but you couldn't go anywhere. And depending if it's a first run or a second run, you will see text changing as Gary speaks about it. And it's getting her ready for the ritual, or and it changes to
Oh, I love that.
In the lesser keys of Solomon, blah blah blah, demon stuff. And then he has the eye as well on his head, just like the door. So it's just like, yo, yeah, I'm the key. You can actually, I think, yeah, you could see the text probably change a little bit there. But that's their question. Yeah, see journey, and it's journeying to despair.
I love little touches like that.
Yeah, because it doesn't pop up at all. I was like, doth mine eyes deceive me? No, there's little things here. I like that. Yeah, it's like Neil's just decay. So we're going to be this is a big fighting arena. Everyone around us is the cult, the cultists. So we're going to be using, don't give me rain of spiders, that's all I'm asking. You want to get hit as much as possible during this as well, by the way, because it's just easier.
Interesting.
Now, will you do it a third time? He's had a... No, you...
No!
Shyster. He got me. But he will launch at you. He also will throw enemies. Also, John has a fear of clowns, so he'll throw a giant clown at you. There's a lot of random stuff that crap. In the initial run of this, when it first released, this guy, yeah, there's a clown. Hit me. There we go. We don't want to deal with the clown. But when the clown comes in, it's pretty much yeah, you've almost got me. And initially, depending on where you were on the map, the crooks could be anywhere on the map, meaning that you get got. So that had to be patched out and stuff, because it's dude, I can't. It was taxing on the sanity. So was the last boss. So this part that's coming up now is all about setup. We gotta have our crux tech active, so that we're going to be using the crucifix while moving around, and then we just gotta get hope that we get ourselves angled properly, especially with this office keyboard. And there's the Jinn or Dibuk box, because Dibuk is the Hebrew and Jinn is the Arabic, and it's literally just demon box. So we're just going to do our best. This is a whole cutscene. You're not meant to be able to move or anything, because we can't move right now, but you can use your crooks, like in Fate Chapter 1. That never changed, thankfully. So while he's chanting himself to death, like myself, the box is being exercised of its energy. You're supposed to be going through an arena in this section, but we're bypassing it entirely by doing this. So once he stops talking, neat. Yay. Oh. Well, we're done. And then we just got a cutscene or two, and then that'll be basically the run. And thankfully, Garcia came in with the shotgun, but it directly contradicts events in Chapter 2. Because we were already meant to have met Garcia. So it's just like, did Chapter 2 even happen at all? We don't know. It's probably just another dream. There is a variation to this ending as well, for ending one. If you do 2 sections instead of just the one like we did, you get a differentiation or variation in this cutscene, and it's pretty cool. I didn't realize at first you could skip sections, so I did like 2 of 3. I'm just like, oh wait, I can leave.
Nice.
And that's how I first discovered it, but that was pretty cool. Overall, yeah, we're pretty shaken up, and we're not sure if we can do it. And you know what? We might just go back to bed.
The answer, just go back to bed.
But you're also talking to a man smoking and with a shotgun.
Yeah.
So, get in the car.
It's like I'm low-key picturing like a Jeffrey Dean Morgan playing this priest right now.
But yeah, time is coming up in just a second. And this will be time.
Jeez.
Nice.
Oh, that was so cool. It is always so fun to see Faith. It's like, I love this game so much. So
yeah, it's a really nice game to get into, especially if you're looking for something kind of to start off speedrunning with. I'd highly recommend it. And obviously, like, if you want to check out the runout, there's a Faith series actually on speedrun.com. Pick whichever one you like, and then just go for it. I mean, Faith Chapter 1's 5 minutes. It's totally chill. It's such a short run.
yeah.
And furthermore, if you just want to find me, I'll be on twitch.tv/Fanata. I do a lot of games like this. And again, thank you very much for having me on. I greatly appreciate it. I'll pass it back to you.
Of course, it was so much fun. Like I said, this is one of those games where it can do so much with like so little. It's amazing. Y'all gotta check this out. It just keep on giving GGs and love to Fanata, our wonderful. Hello, gamers, and welcome back to this spooky horror-themed episode of Express Lane. And we are gonna go right on into our next run, which. Oh, it's jank behind my own heart. It is Bloodwings, Pumpkinhead's Revenge, 8% Fixied by VJ Smith. So hello, friend. How are you?
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Of course.
I will be showcasing this peak. Yes, I own a box copy of this. And
yes.
I was saying this before I came on, that this was my Christmas present from me to me. And yeah, this was a poor life choice. I run a lot.
You mean best life choice?
Yeah. They were going like wondering, what is this? This is actually a licensed movie tie-in game. And you might be going, I've never heard of the Pumpkinhead franchise. Yeah, it's B-movie schlock, and for this game, you actually need to watch the movie. So I went off and I bought the copy of it on DVD as well, because you need to know what happens in the movie to be able to beat the game. This is ridiculous. I spent more time on this game than anybody I think ever has, and if you go into Game FAQs, you'll see a walkthrough written by me because I decided to share the wealth. So if anybody watches this game and decides to join me in running it, or even play it casually, the details are there. I don't really recommend it because I usually try to be positive about the games I play for jank, but this is kind of one of the ones exceptions. Okay. So, category before we start. So, this is any percentage fixed seed. The levels have maps can flip horizontally and vertically, but there's like individual portals keeping the same spot. A fixed seed is I have a save file at the very start of the first level where I know the exact layout of all the items and where I need to go. I might need to do a save for the second stage. We'll get to there when we get to there. But before we start, the one thing I need to say, should be a flashing light warning on the top of the stream. That is not a joke. This has really bad flashing light effect. I'm actually running this on the capped cycles and DOSBox. If I was running this uncapped, it would be basically strobe lighting in your face.
Jeez.
Yeah. So without too much more ado, we'll get started on this. So as soon as I hit enter, we'll start. So I'll count down. So 3, 2, 1, Boom.
Good luck.
Okay, so this is the first level, Periphery. There's 3 levels in the game. Think, it might be short. No, we're here for a while. So first thing, I always just show up the inventory and maps so we can see that we're starting off completely fresh. And then we fight our first enemy, because this is FPS and some other genres. So of course, when you shoot a skeleton, you immediately he drops a whirlwind, and when you go into that, you go into a tunnel, and for a rail shooter section. This makes sense in the Pumpkinhead franchise. If you have not seen the Pumpkinhead franchise, you have no idea what happens in the movies. This is completely new to the game. I'm just grabbing 10 crystals here. I've already lost count, but it's fine. I think 2 more should be 10. And we are then going to open up these movie portals. So this is a licensed movie tie-in, so of course we get to see clips from the movie. And the whole gimmick for this stage is we watch clips from the movie by using blue crystals to activate the portal. This makes sense if you've read the manual, nothing else. And we can get items from the movie to help us solve puzzles. So you might be thinking like, wow, here's the sheriff and he has a gun. We can take the gun as ammo. No, you can't. You can take the mirror, though.
What?
I know, it's like right there in the front screen. Like, put on a gun belt. Surely you can take the gun belt. No, you can't. You take the mirror, but we're not going to take the mirror because you don't need it for the puzzle, because we're actually bypassing it. But we do need to pick up the stopwatch, and we won't be using the watch until the very end of the game. But unfortunately, we can't skip the cutscenes until we grab the item. Luckily enough, this run, you can actually, as soon as you have the item got, you can skip the rest of it. Otherwise, this would be like borderline. I would not be running this if I had to watch all the clips every single time.
It's like, come on, you have to watch the movie. We're forcing you to watch the movie.
So I am taking a very specific path here to try and avoid enemies, and now we're on to the longest cutscene in the game, where I can sit back and talk and actually, what is Pumpkinhead? What's the story of this of this? Back in the 60s, a car gang called the Redwings hunted down and killed a feral mountain child called Tommy. And they kind of covered it up. And the descendants, who are these kids here, are kind of assholes. It's hard to explain how bad they are actually watching the movie, but because we skip over the worst of it in the run. But they are going to see them what they do for kicks in a minute. Oh, by the way, that cigarette, you can pick it up and equip it, and if you do that, you die because smoking is bad. Yes. The game has a lot of screw you items in this. Like, you get a beer can and you can equip it, and if you do that, you get the really drunk vision that never goes away. Because drinking is bad, kids. This game's actually rated T for teens. The movie's rated, I think, 15s or 18s. But all of the hard stuff's actually edited out for the game. So we watched this entire cutscene for one item, which is the key at the end of it. I'm just about to kick up. Come on. Okay. Right, so we have the key, and now we can start opening chests. And we're not going to just yet because we have to get one more. Sorry, there's actually a load of secret walls here, and I just walked into one before I meant to, and I need to activate another movie portal here. Don't worry, we move on to actual gameplay soon. Doesn't start with it's very setup heavy with the having to watch a lot of cutscenes back to back, but we do go on to actual full-on gameplay very quickly. This is the sheriff's office. We need to get 2 items here. One is the fire extinguisher, which is kind of mandatory. We use it to heal. We'll get onto that later. And the second one is the hunting license, which technically we don't necessarily need, but it's so handy. It's only an extra second. You might as well. There's like no reason not to grab it.
What happens if you don't grab an item from a cutscene?
Oh, you can go back and watch the cutscene again, but if you go on to the next stage of picking up the item, you're soft-locked.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's that kind of game. It is 90s adventure game logic at its finest. So it can use items in the first stage, and that's it. you're done. There's some more stuff for the second stage I'll talk about when we get there, but yeah, you can completely soft lock yourself pretty much in any level. It's great. So this is what the kids do for fun. They turn off the lights of their car and drive around the woods at night, and then they knock down an old woman. So she actually, when Tommy died back in the 60s, she's been looking after his soul and has developed a spell that will bring him back, but unfortunately it will bring him back as a demon. By the way, that's a voodoo doll. If I didn't pick that up, you can't actually finish the game. So the kids have knocked her down, and then they follow her into her house, which they're doing in this cutscene I'm skipping. And when they do that, they steal the spell from her, and then they burn her alive in her house. It's an accident, but yeah, these are not good people. Lucky enough, most of these people are not going to survive the night, so that's one thing. So the previous cutscene I skipped, there's items there we can pick up, but I don't need them because they're here in this one again. So I need a shovel, I need a torch, and I need the map. Technically, I don't need the map, but there's no reason not to grab it because it's so useful in the second stage. Again, a lot of stuff I'm saying, it makes no sense now. In the future, it will. So it's them digging up Tommy's body to use the spell on it, and I'd be asking, why are they doing such a thing? And the answer is really just for kicks. There's no reason. They're literally it's for kicks. So they're after burning a woman alive in her house, and now they're digging up the corpse of a kid to use a resurrection spell on a demon.
Was there nothing else to do in this time period? Let's go to a cemetery.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. We unfortunately don't see Pumpkinhead's resurrection in this because it's another cutscene and we don't actually need to watch it because there's no item we need for it. But this is basically the resurrection of Pumpkinhead using a blood vial, which you can pick up, but we don't need it. That just reveals hidden doorways in the map, but we know where they are from doing the run, so we don't need it. But we do need the map because the map and the hunting license go side by side, and we'll see them in a minute. So I need to start equipping the items I got. So first off, I need the flashlight. I need to equip the key, which will open chests, and then I need to equip the fire extinguisher. I'm just going to do a quick safety save right at the start here, just in case, because I don't necessarily need it, but I'd just rather not have to do all that again if anything bad happens.
Obligatory. I don't trust my game, so therefore.
Yeah. So we've opened up these chests and get glyphs, and there are dots around, and they're in random orders. So that's the replay factor for this. Now I'm just going to use the shovel on this big crystal, and that gives us a crystal gun. Don't worry about it. That's just what happens in this in this world.
Fair.
Okay, and I am going to just use a shovel on this one just to get more ammo, and then I'm going to do an entire run of the tunnel again. So if you have anything you want to plug, you can feel free to mention here, because I just grabbed the crystals here for like a minute and a half.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'd say for those of you that, again, also need to catch up on any shows or marathons, you can head over to youtube.com/gamesdonequick and check out the VODs when we post them. If you're watching this on YouTube, consider liking, subscribing, or just become a channel member, support GDQ. Or you can also watch us live and interact with the chat, who is super cool, over at twitch.tv/gamesdonequick. Y'all are awesome, and yeah, if you ever need to catch up on the VODs, you can head over to youtube.com/gamesdonequick.
Okay, so we're after getting a good chunk of ammo from that, so it should fairly be okay for the rest of the run. Ammo and health management are kind of the two big things in this. So I'm actually doing fairly okay for the first level. I'm actually going to skip you because I
love those 3D skeletons. They're just like, I don't know how to describe them, but it's like the Stay Puft Marshmallow skeleton. That's what I see this as now.
They're actually called xenotropes, I think. The enemies are kind of named weird. And by the way, none of these appear apart from Pumpkinhead, none of the enemies actually appear in any of the franchise as far as I know.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Makes too much sense.
Okay. The crystal gun is one shot for most enemies, but unfortunately for some stuff, you actually have to. There's a cooldown period, and if you don't hit it exactly right, I'm just grabbing a couple more crystals here just for safety's sake. I don't necessarily need it, but I'd rather be going on to the next level with them.
No, fair. The eyeball is getting me. I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it should be perfectly okay. And now we're going to meet the gatekeeper, and we have to do his trials. So the first one is we need to use a mirror to actually find out what the glyph is for this, but we actually know what it is because it's fixed seed. So we know the exact item, and that makes him happy. But we need to get one more item before he finishes this stage, and that is the dollar bill. And that is just up here. So, this is the last of the actual getting items directly from cutscenes sections. Okay, so here we go. Now we need to do the Gatekeeper's second trial, which is straightforward. He's going to ask us a trivia question. And this is fixed seed, so we know exactly what it is. So.
Who runs down OC?
Okay. So it's this guy. You can get the the answers for these puzzles by actually just if you watch the cutscenes, it'll tell you. But some of them you actually kind of have to watch the movie to know properly. I'm just going to readjust my inventory. I'm going to select Danny, and when you click, these characters actually won't populate here unless you watch all the clips. So if you ask a question and you haven't found the character, you can't actually solve it until you go watch the cutscene. Okay. So that's level 1 done. Yay, we're third of the way through, right? Yes, but now we're on to the worst level of the game. Well, one of the worst. Now, if the RNG is bad at the start, I will actually load a save to save. So, because I will probably lose about 3 minutes staring at the wall. Look, I think we're actually good. I think we're good.
Nice.
So, okay. So we are going to have a bit of a different thing in this stage. So this is... We now have a voodoo doll we picked up from the last stage. If you hadn't got it, you cannot win this stage. We have to use this to pick which characters live and die in this entire thing. And when you save a character, you have to fight Pumpkinhead. And if you kill a character die who's supposed to die, you get an item, which is either a childhood toy or one of Pumpkinhead's seal pieces. They'll come into play in the last level, and you have to do all of this, otherwise you cannot win the game. And the game is kind of bad for this. So here's going to first give the Pumpkinhead. If you didn't pick up the crystal gun in the previous level, you can't actually beat him here, so you're soft locked and you game over. Yeah, there's a lot of... If you didn't do that in the previous level, you're dead. And I'm just doing a safe to save here now. We're at the start of it. I'm actually in really good pace at the moment. Okay, so now there's a new enemy type in this called Mendregs, and Mendregs are these guys. They're only vulnerable to being shot from behind. Game. There we go. They're only vulnerable to being shot from behind. If they hit you from in front, they just knock you back. They can knock you into a corner and just keep hitting you till you die. And there's nothing you can do about it. Well, there's one thing you could do about it. If you pick up a guitar in one of the clips that we didn't watch, you can use that to knock them back. So this is the hell room. Go on.
So when you were learning this game, was it just trial and error with like which items you had to pick up?
Yep.
Oh jeez.
Trying to find a bare minimum. Okay, so we just went through the hell room there, which is kind of, which is not exaggeration. That's what's called manual, and it is awful. So every enemy you kill in this one isn't actually dead; they appear in the hell room. You have to go through the hell room at least once to get to the. Here's the next enemy type, which is the worst in the game. you have to go to the hell room at least once to get to the gatekeeper's room. But if you leave it till too late, the area will be full of enemies, and you actually won't be able to get through. So I bought a newspaper there. I'll get into that later on. And we are now going to start letting characters die. So if any emotion attachment to these still images, none of the rest of these are surviving. I'm killing every single one. One of them. Lucky enough, I just need to watch it long enough to trigger the fact that I haven't watched, and I know I got it when I get the second cutscene. I've been handed an item. So this seed is pretty decent because I know where all the stuff is, and there's actually less RNG in this one. It's more the orientation flips, but the enemy placement is what actually is the worst factor for this one. And on one of the seeds, it's so bad. I literally did a practice one before this, and I lost about 4 or 5 minutes on absolute trash. Just waiting for enemies to get past me. Because the Mendregs, and I said, you have to wait for them to get past you. I'm going to try here. These last souls, by the way, I'm just releasing them from the pedestals. I didn't make it. That's annoying. I have to release them from the pedestals, and they'll go to a room in a minute. I'll be picking up at the end of the stage. So the game doesn't pause, by the way, when you have the map or inventory out, which is super annoying. But for this, it's actually handy because I can at least check and see where enemies are on the map. That's the main reason we grab it, so I can actually keep track of where stuff is.
Gotcha.
So it's another guy. People here were mostly letting kill are the people who killed Tommy the mountain boy back in the day, and then some of the kids who are involved in the hit and run, they also don't make it. If clips like this, some are longer, but I'll let this one play out because it's short enough.
You probably think you know what to do with this if you watched the movie. Well, this ain't no movie.
So he gave us a fire truck.
Cool.
So there's a lot of childhood ties that get picked up. I'm going to save here just so I don't have to do a chunk of this again. I'll be doing a lot of extra safety saves in this one because health management is rough, and I can accidentally get stuck between two Mendregs and basically just be knocked back and forth between them until I just die. So, okay, that's another guy who didn't make it. And now I need to check the map and see where the enemies are on this one. Okay, so there's a guy up here. If I'm lucky. Nope, he's behind it. I was hoping he'd walk away from me. Those little enemies there are called policeopods, I think they are. And they're awful. You can only attack them when their back is to you. I mean, hit from behind. That's super
The
cool.
sounds that are being made right now are
It's oh my god! Actually, this is bad. This is really bad. Please, let me, please. Oh, thank God. I was basically one hit from death because that guy can trap you between them, and when you're being hit, you're actually being stunned, so you can't actually you can't attack. So I just been kicked in between the two of them. Yeah, this is such a temperamental game, and it's brutally unfair. I have to actually respect the devs for it. It's just so brutally unfair.
I'd be with this being a fixed seed, I'd be terrified to see what it was like to have not a fixed seed.
Yeah,
I would lose my mind.
Casually, it's actually not too bad. But the first stage is the one where you'll be wandering around the most because you have to get a load of the chests open. Actually, I'm going to save here because I'm doing okay. You need to open up a load of the chests to get all the glyphs because the glyph is random at the end of the first one, and if you don't watch all the portals, you can't necessarily. And that's why we save.
Yeah, gotcha. I gotcha.
Because he would have knocked me straight into the wall, and I would have been stuck in the corner, and he'd have followed me down. So yeah, so not deathless, but we'll make do.
Good enough.
You do start getting paranoid after a while running this, where you just start using the map, and then you kind of get on PB pace, and you start getting more reckless, and you immediately lose a run by just just going too far. This one needs to wait for him to take 2 bites before a skip, because some of the cutscenes are kind of inconsistent for how much you have to watch before it gives you the item. And I'll be doing another save in a second as soon as I check here, because I can get sandwiched between 2 enemies again. Again, this level is like the worst for this kind of stuff. So map, I am here. He's walking right past me. Perfect. Quickly shoot him in the back. That was super risky. I shouldn't have done that.
But it works.
Oh, he's gone. Okay. Right, I'm going to try and do this very quickly so I don't have to fight that. I think it's Polisopod, I think is what they call those like plant tentacle things. They're super annoying. You can only kill them when the red stalk is out, and they move ever so slightly left and right, so you're actually dodging your hits. It is super annoying. This one I need to wait until I get the... I can change for the cursor before I skip. This is the only one I need to wait that long. It's, again, super inconsistent. I need to run up here and try and get in here before I get cut off. Perfect. Okay, we're actually doing really good for this stage.
Nice.
So I'm just going to skip this one. Okay, so we should have now killed all the characters who need to die, and all the lost souls should be freed, unless I've forgotten one, and I really hope I didn't. So now I need to go to Purgatory and actually get the lost souls. And Purgatory is, of course, a hidden room in a corner. So there should be 9 souls here. And I'm just basically running around here and grabbing these and trying to remember how to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, 7, 8, and there's the last one. Well, I'm actually doing really well. I'm jinxing myself, I know, but I'm actually doing really... Okay, I just double check my inventory, because looking up, they all go on the same page, all 9, perfect. So we're actually doing pretty good.
Nice.
So now we get to see, I probably will go get some health before we do that, and we get to see what healing is like. Just before I step out here, because I'm not sure what's going to happen, because sometimes the game can move one of the enemies right in front of the wall, and I don't want that. No, I'm good. Okay, so how do you heal? Well, first off, you need to go out of bounds. So we're actually outside the map. We're actually up here, outside the map. And to heal is... I need to find one of the items. Actually, I'll just go straight for the 2. I know where they are. There's these orbs around the place. So, if I shoot the orb, I get health, right? Not quite. I have to shoot these metal orbs, and then a white orb comes out. Then I have to try and hit it with no crosshairs. And a direct hit doesn't always count, and they change directions randomly like that.
Of course it does, because it wasn't hard enough.
Okay. Oh, that's actually really good. Okay, I have decent health, decent ammo, and we're gonna just go straight for the exit and hope for the best. Right. I'm not going to jinx myself by saying this is PB pace, but we'll see how we go. Okay, so Gatekeeper, tell us if we've everything done.
You have saved all the...
Oh, yes, thank God. Because if he hadn't, I'd have to load a save, because I have no idea which one I'd have missed. So he's going to ask us a question here, and we bought the newspaper for this, so I need to listen in for a second.
Who aims to be president someday?
So I actually know this is the town mayor. So you need to find the actual article. The fun fact is, if you pick up the newspaper in the first stage, you can answer it here, but some articles are missing. You buy the newspaper on this one to get all the articles. So you can be soft locked, even though you have the item, you don't have today's newspaper.
Oh.
Rock and roll mayor. Okay.
Proceed to the lair.
Okay. Now this is the last stage, and we are going to be running like crazy. So Pumpkinhead is actively chasing us. We need to get 2 cutscenes watched. I'm just going to save here. We're going to need to get 2 cutscenes watched, and they are mandatory for this. And also need to get to the center of the lair and use Pumpkinhead's item of power. So I'm running like crazy, and there's these bat things around which can trap you, and Pumpkinhead will teleports as well, which is super cool of him. I love that for me. Okay, we got the first clip. Fantastic. That's actually good RNG.
Nice.
So this is the corrupt judge. So he dies, and that's all of Pumpkinhead's victims down.
He now hunts only you.
The hitbox on the bats are actually really bad. You think that you can get past them, but you can't. Like, they're literally blocking. Oh, not too far there. It's that one. That's actually a trap one. There's a fun fact. If you try and use the voodoo doll on that one clip, you die because it's a dream sequence, which you know if you watch the movie. And only if you watch the movie. Okay, so now this clip is where you need to find out the correct childhood tie to put Pumpkinhead to sleep. And you can try YOLOing it. You can just try and watch it and then watch the start of it, skip and run straight to Central Maze. You have to at least watch it, because if you just try and use an item, the game just tells you, go watch the movie first. So the best RNG for this is if it's the fire truck. Fire truck is the best one because it's actually from the movie. You'll see Tommy playing with it straight away. If it's not, you'll see Tommy crawling across, and then you'll pick up an item in a cut. So fingers crossed it's a fire truck for the best RNG, but it probably won't be because I'm not that lucky. Okay.
I never told you this. But
on the flip side, we've both cutscenes watched, so we're doing good.
Nice.
So I'm going to call out a childhood tie in a second, and I have to not forget this.
No problem.
There he was.
That's a fire truck. That's best RNG. Perfect. Okay. So now I am going to save the game. And I am going to try using the stopwatch here. The stopwatch stops time, but it's a double-edged sword. So I can't attack. So if any of these bats are blocking any of the doors I need to get through, I have to reload and try again.
Oof.
So fingers crossed. And you can really get hung up. At least you don't do any damage here. Okay, so far so good. I have one more entrance to go through. And I need to be fast here because I need as much time as possible. Because you see all these guys here, yeah, they are going to just unfreeze and attack me. So fingers crossed. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. We're doing really good. And okay, so there's one more. Oh, we got there. Okay, right. So we need to put in the 3 paces here. Time is about to come up, by the way. We're actually really close to the end.
Wow.
So, and I promise you, you're not expecting the ending of this.
I'm excited.
So it was a fire truck, said, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so wait for this. Okay, so we're going to give them the fire truck, and that should be time.
GG? Question mark, I think. What is it? Wait, what?
Okay. You haven't seen anything yet. Keep watching. I'm just going to be quiet.
You have appeased Pumpkinhead's spirit. He will now rest easy. Congratulations.
What? gamers.
Ba-dum-bum-bum. That was Bloodwings Pumpkinhead's Revenge. What was the time there actually for that?
The
Because
time was 28:52.5.
okay, I actually want to check something because that actually might be a new PB or world record. I say world record because like, if it's a PB for me to work, because nobody else runs. So
No,
I just need
that's
to double check it.
Yeah, I agree with chat right now that there are questions about a lot of things and the shoes.
It's 30 seconds off. 30 seconds off. Yeah, that's not again. I'm still happy I went well under estimate for that, but yeah, that's nobody expects that ending. Just nobody, because after all of that, and like it's a slog to get to that part. Like that is crazy. I made it, like, and as a run, like the second stage is probably the closest to actually just being played legit because there's no. It's just some cutscenes we just don't watch, but the first stage is the longest one playing casually because you're just going around portal to portal and they're in random locations every time you start a new game. So, the portals are in the same location, but the map orientation flips and the order of the portals change. So if you go to, like, if you go to the top left corner of the map, and this portal will be the one where I get the key, it's not there. It's not the second time. That's why we do fixed seed, because honest to God, it would just be a nightmare trying to do this.
I can understand that.
Yeah. I've been VJ Smith. If you like obscure bad horror games, give me a shout. You can go up on speedrun.com. I'm on twitch.tv/VJ Smith. I love talking about retro horror games and obscure jank. If you ever want to play this casually, go on to Game FAQs. I have a detailed map kind of, because most stuff I run, I end up writing a detailed guide with maps because nobody else has ever bothered to do it for these obscure games. But yeah, thank you so much for having me on. Very much appreciated. And one other thing, as I would say, first of all, thank you, Punchy, for getting me into speedrunning. Thank you, Dices, for being super supportive and allowing me to just post nonsense about old games in their Discord. Like, thank you for that so much. And also thank you to the next runner, Duo, who has been super supportive and is an absolute gentleman person. So,
And thank you for being on here. And, you know, gamers in chat, like, VJ Smith has got some awesome runs, awesome just jank horror runs. When I approached with for appearing on here, it's like, here's some other options as well. And I was like, I could have a whole episode. So, yeah, there are so many awesome janky, silly horror, and those shoes are still dancing in my brain right now. All right, give GGs to VJ Smith one more time for that amazing. Hello, gamers, and welcome back for a horror and really, really weird shoes-filled episode of Express Lane. We're going to get started right into the next run, and we have two categories in one run. So we're just going to be playing we're almost going to be playing Juho, who's going to be run by Look Outside. This is going to be Look Outside run by Juho, and we're going to be doing both Perfect Ritual version 1.0x and then Failed Ritual version 2.0 plus. So Juho, hello and good morning.
Good morning. Hi, my name is Juho. Welcome to Look Outside. With me, I have Jay. Say hi.
Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Jay here. I'm a content creator for Look Outside, well known on YouTube, and also, in general, Look Outside, crazy man. How's it going?
Yeah. I would like to say this beforehand. Like 2 hours ago, this game got updated, so I had to scramble for an update. Oh, sorry, I had to scramble for a down patch. Oh yeah, as you can tell, I'm also really tired as well. I haven't slept. It's like 11 a.m. I haven't slept yet. So hopefully I can actually do all of this. Yeah, so Look Outside is an RPG Maker horror game. Came out last year. It was published by Devolver Digital. It was created by Frankie Pixel Show. And it's one of the best RPG Maker horror games out there. It beats out Oni or Mad Father, in my opinion. It's a really good one. I highly recommend this game, but we are going to be doing two categories today. The first one will be the good ending, which is Perfect Ritual, on the version 1.01, and I'll get to that pretty soon. The second category will be failed ritual on 2.01. Like I said, 2 hours ago, the game got updated to 2.3. So I had to scramble for a down patch to get 2.01 again. So, anyways, we're gonna be starting off with 1.01 failed. 1.01 perfect ritual. So, in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thanks. Jay, you can talk about the story of this game, I guess.
Yeah, Look Outside is a horror game. If you look outside the window in the world of Look Outside, horrible things happen. So throughout the run, we are going to be avoiding doing just that. Now, Ju is going to be collecting a few items throughout the cursed building to complete a ritual. He just named his character Sam, I think, right? Just the bare name?
Yep.
That's his name. That's the lore name for Sam. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we are going through the apartment building that Sam is actually staying in, and now I'm gonna equip my weapon and actually just go through the first fight of the game, which is our neighbor, and yeah, he's gonna be really scary.
Perfectly normal neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
That totally didn't look outside.
Yeah, so you have the usual kind of RPG-like mechanics. Just fighting and a lot of RNG as well. So there's that. Everything's all turn-based, as you can tell as well, so there's that. Anyways, first up, I'm gonna pick up a knife and then pick up a bunch of other stuff as well. This is gonna be like safety stuff for the run. And also a key, which I needed for the front door of the apartment building.
Yeah, for the stairwell.
Yep.
This unlocks the stairwell, which unlocks a few other floors in the building. This is how we reach other areas. Also, these two onlookers are the biggest enemies to all speedrunners of Look Outside.
What?
Frankie knows it too. That's why he put another one in Cursed.
Oh, obligatory warning. It's thundering outside, so if you hear the dogs barking the thunder away. They're also cheering you on.
Hey, thanks, dogs.
Alright, so I'm gonna re-equip my weapons. This is gonna be very crucial for this part of the fight as well, because we are gonna be grabbing a companion pretty soon. So we got to the greening beast. We're gonna use carve on it, and hope to God that it could die within 3 hits. Otherwise, I am so screwed. Should be one more. Cool.
Yeah, on this version of the game, Grin Beast has a chance to die with only 3 carb special skills. But there's also the chance that she just obliterates you, just, decides to. RNG.
Alright.
And we get a pretty early, strong companion.
Yep. So, in Perfect Ritual, we're gonna be taking 2 companions. One is Lei, and the other one will be Papanao, which is like later on in the game. Alright, here is for the LGBTQ people out there. Because, this is Lyle, and Lyle really wants to get a kiss, so we're gonna give it a kiss. Give him a kiss, I guess. There we go. So, previously, we were supposed to kill Lyle to get a couple of items. We decided, hey, you know what? We should kiss him instead, and we should get the photo paper really early. So there you go. He's blushing right now. Yeah. There you go. So he gives us photo paper, which we'll be using later on in the game. Oh god, this guy is like right there. All right. And now we bypass him to go to the first floor of the apartment building. All right. So the first floor is kind of like a labyrinth. Oh, please don't know. There you go. It also
lucky.
houses the,
Very close.
The King Rat as well. Is it King Rat? I don't remember what the name is.
Yeah, it's the Rat King. He roams the halls of floor 1, and every time you pass through somewhere, he has a chance to just appear right in front of you.
Oh, that was
lucky, really lucky.
Yeah. So it also houses like some rats over here in this apartment building, and yeah, usually like 3 is the number of times you could actually try to escape. The best you could get is like 1.
Yeah, you can get lucky with first chance escape, but the game got updated. This is a much older version of the game. Right about now, we're at currently 2 hours ago, version 2.3 of the game. And if you play on the hardest difficulty, you can like sometimes get stuck on like 5 escape attempts and still not be able to escape. It's like really difficult.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I took a
Awesome.
rat baby and now we had to sacrifice the rat baby. I'm so sorry. But we also do need a disc that we grab, which is the Earth disc, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so
Yeah, it's the Earth disc.
Go.
You can also you can also save him if you sacrifice one of your arms. It kind of really changes the entire game. You could offer up your melee arm or your ranged arm. So yeah, it can change the game drastically if you decide to save him. But I mean, it's the moral choice.
All right, there you go. I'm gonna equip some weapons real quick and then try to attack Frederick right here. You should talk about the how you say it, the Frederick stuff.
Oh yeah, Frederick is a painter, and he was painting one night and he saw the visitor, and all of these horrible paintings started sprouting from all over his apartment.
Oh,
and they attacked him and took his face.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh no. This is why I hate Wrigley, Fred. Oh no.
I am very screwed. I am very screwed. Okay, hopefully I can actually go through this. Otherwise, I'm really screwed right now.
Just one more hack and slash, come on.
Are you serious? Please don't. Oh my god!
Oh god, no. Oh no.
Oh my god, okay. This is something that I have not encountered in
It's hack and slash. I'm sorry, I forgot to remind you. It's hack and slash.
It's hack and slash, yeah. But I needed to like go through another portion. I'm gonna use like a very like
you're good.
Kind of near-ish place that I can actually go for with I wanted to save files. Yeah, that never happened before, but sure.
No, it can happen. He confuses your whole party if he like gets really lucky.
Oh my god, I got the 2-hit. All right, I got really lucky instead. Cool.
Nice.
But yeah, for Frederick, we are supposed to get one of the 4 ritual items that we need to to actually do the perfect ritual, which is one of the paintings. The ritual items that we are supposed to be grabbing are a painting for the outside, a manuscript for the outside, VHS tape for the outside, and one more, which I can't remember. I think it's just a picture, if I'm not mistaken, for the outside as well.
Yeah, there's 4 offerings. There's a photograph that you need to take using a projector, and a corrupted disc that was like affected by the visitor, which, in case you guys don't know, the visitor is the creature that's creating everything that's happening outside. You know, it came to watch Earth, and it affected everything in Earth just from watching us from 1 second. And so that's why we don't want to look outside.
Remind me to save before Frederick won.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't want to die again. This is like the first time in a long time that I died to Frederick 1. So
the game knows.
The game
knows, yeah.
Funny enough, like I think I did look outside a couple months ago just to do like a category. It was supposed to be like 7 minutes. It took 30 minutes. I think I'm like super cursed for some reason.
Oh yeah, that incident. He Juho was supposed to kill an enemy with a move that just basically insta kills it. But there's a chance, it's a low percent chance move. It's like a 40% chance to kill that enemy. And so he just kept on hitting it and failing, like he wouldn't die. Yeah. It went on for like I think 30 minutes.
We'll get to that fun part when it happens.
Nice.
All right. So I hope I don't go overestimate because of that death, but I'm probably gonna go overestimate because of that death anyway. For that particular,
it's Fred's fault. It's fine.
It's for that particular category for now, which is fine.
Yeah, just next time you fight him, just do hack and slash. He dies faster because hack and slash like hits any enemy 3 times.
Oh, I know about hack and slash. I just was thinking about another way of killing him, but like it just didn't work out. So, all right. Hello, I need your stuff pretty soon. But yeah, we're talking to Frederick because we need some stuff for Frederick. Let me do this real quick. Do that. Do that. Okay. Safe.
Also, heal up a bit just in case, you know, just so that he.
Yeah. All right. Then fight him once again.
Just do multi-shot and hack and slash.
Okay, it's going a little bit well. Oh my god.
Yeah, lucky.
I like how you said that and immediately the next attack missed.
So once you kill Frederick 1, this Frederick will give you Turpentine, and Turpentine will be used for the next 2 Fredericks that we have to kill. Essentially, we have to kill 3 Fredericks, and we have to use the Turpentine for both of the Fredericks in order for you to get a painting bag, and that painting bag will allow you to carry a painting that we need for the ritual. So that's the first Frederick that we have to kill with the Turpentine, and then this one will be the second one. This one's gonna be a little bit tough because apparently sometimes it can't die from 2 Turpentines, so you just have to attack him, but it looks like I'm totally fine. Should be. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Nice.
Alright. Grab a tonic because I need to. Alright, now to go back to Frederick once again so I could talk to him. Grab the bag, and then we are gonna go back into the room so that we could actually grab the painting.
Yeah, this is the painting of the visitor. It's dark because we can't really see it. If we saw it, we would be affected by the outside and transform into a horrible creature. That's why the room is dark. And in this particular version of the game, the painting's always in the same place. But on the newer versions, on the hardest difficulty, it's completely randomized. So you need to search the whole area.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's completely randomized.
So I'm gonna go into this apartment complex, building, I guess, real quick. Oh, please, wait, let me leave this real quick. I'm just gonna leave that first aid kit behind. I just wanted to take it, but I somehow failed to get it. I had to be very specific about the rooms I actually go into as well, because each time I go into a door, it's a timer. It's like timer based. As you can tell from the bottom.
I was going to ask about that danger meter because I keep seeing that pop up and whatnot.
Yeah, the danger meter is when you go through a door, time passes every time you go through a door. So every time you go through a new door, actually. So there's that. So
yeah, and he's casually. He's casually picking the doors he's opening so that a certain thing happens when we reach ground floor. It saves a lot of time.
Yep. But also, yeah, I have picked up a Earth disc and a Mars disc for me to actually insert it to this thing. This is all some math thing. They count the number of moons or something along the lines of that. And you add them together, it becomes 4, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. Oh no, a bus! Bus just like plows through the building.
Random bus.
Yep.
You can actually run in front of that bus and not die. It's pretty funny.
Really?
But I just want to be safe.
Like,
alright, I'm gonna take $100 real quick. Yeah.
Like the bus sprite can't really kill you until it like fully changes into like this crashed fire sprite.
I picked up money, and money is going to be very crucial for the next couple parts of the game anyway, so there's that. Also, I'm going to go through a few more doors before I actually do the whole landlord fight. And yeah, like Jay said, in order for you to open up the landlord door, you would have to go through a couple of these doors so that you could actually unlock the landlord. All right, this is our third character that we need to pick up, which is Papa now, and he's gonna be another companion.
Yeah, this is Peppino, janitorial legend. He just wants to cleanse the world of filth.
All right, a couple more doors, and then we should be clear.
That should be it, I think.
All right, so this is the reason why I'm doing it quite late. Like I said, I had to go through a number of doors, but this is one of the crucial stuff that that I use 1.01 for with Perfect Ritual, and it's the shotgun. You can get 2 shotguns, and both shotguns actually deals like 4 times the damage, apart from the later updates in the game.
Yeah, in this version, there's 2 shotguns that do a double point-blank attack that deals like up to 200 damage. And there's 2 different shotguns. Well, 2 of the same shotgun, which it's never supposed to happen in Look Outside. But yeah, I guess Frankie,
nice,
in the early release, forgot about that.
All right, this door is open, and now we have to fight the stuff that, you know, the... Hold on. We'll go with this one. We have to fight the stuff that the landlord is trying to fight right now, which is a bunch of monsters. Should be all clear with 2 turns, which is really good.
Yeah, I think this whole area is cleared as long as you do 2 cleaves. It should be pretty easy.
Sometimes you could get like 3 turns if you miss one of the attacks, but 2 turns, really quick. And we saved the landlord, surely. But I do need to grab something. Oh! Did I not grab the... oh, I did not grab money. I forgot about money.
You can loot the drawers for a bit of money.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Oh, also, there's a secret in that couch. If you touch that couch back there, it has coins in it.
I might have to reload a save, though. Should I reload a save for money? Because I kind of forgot about money. I'll see.
If it's easy, you should have enough. I think it's pretty cheap to pay rent on. You actually have to pay rent and Look Outside, by the way.
Yeah.
Of course.
Too realistic.
Landlord still asks you for money. Oh no, but I need money. Oh crap. I'm gonna reload the save. I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen. It's my memory and all. So
yeah, the safe.
In one of the bathroom stalls, I need to get a key, and I forgot about the key. I blame how tired I am right now. It's my fault.
Who needs sleep, right?
Who needs sleep? What? Damn, I missed. Now I'm gonna get a 3 turn.
Game's just messing with you now, man.
Game is always messing with me.
Yeah, the game just loves to mess with you.
Alright, I got a 3 turn now, which sucks. There we go. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. I think I forgot about the key that I need to grab in one of the stalls, and I was like, maybe I should reload a save so I could actually grab that key anyway. So you go to this locker, and then you use the key. There we go. You get like $250. Because I don't remember, I don't remember any other place that could give you like that much money. So I'm like, yeah, I think I should reload the save. It's not that far in as well. Dang, these guys are rough as well.
Yeah, those guys are blockage. If you want to go to like a different area in this place, you need to kill both of them. They body block you.
What are they doing?
I'd say just escape. Yeah, you should be fine.
I should be fine, honestly. Just need to wait for them to like stop shooting and such. I might need to heal up as well, but we'll see. Alright. So the whole premise on why we are in the landlord's area is kind of just because we need to grab a key that is like in the middle of the landlord's area. So
Yeah, we need to grab a key to reach the basement area, in which the landlord is very closely protecting, and we need to pay him rent in order to reach this particular area. Also, this guy is a nightmare on current versions.
This guy sucks in the landlord's area.
Yeah, this guy's more annoying on this version. He's right in the center.
I'm gonna grab some tonic real quick, and then go through the game. All right. Good block. All right, that should be a clean landlord. And now we go to the basement.
Yeah, we have to go down to the basement. The basement area is actually filled with a lot of really scary monsters made with pipes and tentacle monsters. But this area should be pretty safe. It's pretty safe to clear it out. You barely have to fight anything.
Yeah, you barely fight anything, honestly, until the car park. Yeah, this is gonna be a stroll into the sewers. Nothing much will happen to the sewers, surely. Other than later on, a big monster is gonna chase after you.
I was about to say,
oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, fun fact. In the later versions of the game, there is a mask that you could actually grab from, like, at that corner. As you can tell from the right side, there's a big monster. Fun fact, it's a hidden item that is like an Easter egg from Jay. Yep.
Yeah, I was pretty fortunate to playtest the version 2.0 of the game before it came out. And Frankie was really nice to us playtesters, and he allowed us to design an item of our own. And so I went for this cool revival Jason mask, which is based on NES Jason, I believe. Yeah, and it's also a small little reference to me.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yep. It was a...
And it's also...
Yeah, it was a...
It's also the most busted up ass item in the game.
Yeah. It was broken at the time, and then more updates came along, so there's that. I'm gonna talk to Grandma here. Grandma gives me soup. I love soup. Good soup.
Oh, it's good soup.
Right.
It was really broken because it basically allowed players to, like, get a little pinch of healing before dying, and they could cycle on, just reviving over and over and over.
All right, we're in the spore area. We're supposed to attack the guy right here, the infected. Wow, I actually got in like first turn, which is really good. I always get in like second turn for some reason, but we actually need a store key, and then we are gonna be getting out of here. There we go. Don't worry about the spores. You pick up the spores, nothing will happen unless you pick up like 20 spores, and then it could hypnotize you into like moving around. So yeah, now we're in the car park area, and now we are gonna grab the second shotgun that I need for the entire game. Oh my god, okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. There's these enemies that are like camouflage as items around this area, and they jump out at you.
Yeah, it is what it is. Alright, item, electronic key, and then I grab the other shotgun that I need. Yeah, both of the shotguns are kind of busted in 1.01, so it's why it's more the faster version than the later versions in the game. They kind of updated it after 1.01, so there's that. Alright, I need to equip my weapons real quick. So I want to do this, and then I want to do this. Alright, I want to see if I could reload my pistol as well. I should be...
Yeah, he's doing the double shotgun strat, which should allow you to just kill everything really quick with double point blanks.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, I forgot how weak that guy is on this version.
He is very weak. And then I'm gonna reload one more time because this part is gonna be very, very crucial. This is the typewriter, and we need to kill the typewriter for one of its manuscripts. So I want to hit him instead of paper. If I hit the paper, it's actually really bad. RNG. So as you can tell, I get bad RNG right now with shooting the papers instead of the typewriter. Okay, this one is I need to look at this real quick. This is menuing. Oh god, I blocked. I didn't mean to block.
No.
You blocked. Oh no.
Yeah, it happens. It happens to me.
He also went berserk. Oh no.
Yeah, it's fine. It should be fine, I guess.
Yeah.
Should be fine. I should not be fine.
Oh god, you're just
What
getting
are
the
you doing?
RNG of hitting the paper so many times.
I'm gonna reload once again. Okay, there you go.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
I was like, please, just kill him. I need.
He's also pretty weak on this version. He's I think only 400 HP. On current versions, he's much more of a nightmare. He's like 1,000 HP, and he like inflicts you with like 1,000 status effects that really weaken your whole party. So,
All right, let's go back to the 3rd floor. So there's a bunch of stuff that I need to grab before going back to my room, because the reason why I need to go back to my room is because there is going to be a door that is going to be unlocked once I go to sleep and wake up again. So there's that. Picking up a guinea pig because it's needed for something later on. It's for one of the ritual items.
wait, really?
Yeah, it's for the VHS tape.
Oh yeah, for the VHS tape. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll see it later, but yeah, it's really funny.
EP time. And now you wake up. And yeah, one of the doors should unlock immediately once you actually go to sleep. Or actually wake up, I guess. There we go, this door. So does this help you, right? No, we are not helping that thing. I don't remember what the mob's called or the enemy's called, but he has a lot of telescopes around him. And he's creepy.
Yeah, his name is the Stargazer. He used to be an astronomer, but he looked outside and turned into like a stargazing creature. He's kind of scary.
All right, I'm gonna pick up a bunch of stuff as well. Poodle disc, a void disc, and we need the void disc for something. There we go. And it would give me the negative disc. So this disc that I got will be used for one of the photos. For the photo that I got from Lyle.
Yeah, you need to disk to create a photo with the projector. We basically, what we did there with the disk is that we took an image of the visitor. We allowed the visitor to like inflict that disk. And we needed to basically create an image with the projector.
Oh, thank God I avoided that. These guys are very ruthless as well whenever I go around here. Alright, I might actually kill this dude right here. Or not. Okay, hold on. Let me try to do this real quick. Insert. Negative. Throw it down. Place photo paper. Switch it on. Pick it up.
You have to be very careful when doing the ritual items. Because there are a lot of ways to... There's options that intentionally troll you, and you can die there if you mispress something.
Yep. Alright. Now we gotta go back to the 2nd floor where I need to go and meet Lyle once again. Ooh, please don't. Thank you. The jukes. Alright. Time to meet Lyle once again. But this time, I'm not gonna kiss him. Unfortunately, we are gonna kill him. Yeah, the reason why is because we need... oh god. Can I even fight him? Hold on.
I think it should be good, yeah.
No! What do you mean?
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Wow. Okay, at least... How could I not kill him now? Okay, there we go. I killed him. Okay. So, I got the key out of him because I need the key. And this will make me... Wow, okay. This will make me do the photo paper. Hold on.
Careful now, careful.
Yep. I should be.
There you go. Easy enough.
Oh, what the?
Oh, that's really scary. I've never seen
outta
that.
here.
Whoa.
Get out of here! So these shadow creatures, they could appear at any time. It just randomly appears, and I really just don't like it. All right, I'm gonna do some safety thing right here real quick. Before I do the safety thing, hold on. Let me actually reload everything real quick. Hold on. I should be fine. Okay. So I'm gonna kill Eugene real quick, and the only reason why. Hold on, let me just do this. The only reason why I kill Eugene is because he wants to take our money for these items, and I said no. And I need these items immediately. Yep.
Yeah, and what is funny is that, you know, the game really makes you feel really bad after you kill him. There's like a note in another area in that room that says that he donated to charity and he was like this great person.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it really makes you feel really bad after doing that.
All right, let's go to the storeroom real quick. So, the storeroom houses the VHS tape that we need so that we could use it for the visitor as well. I think this is the last item that I need to grab, and then we could actually do the ritual. Hold on, let me actually kill this roach real quick. Kill it. There we go. We don't want that roach to be in our bag.
Now you're at war with the roaches.
All right. Once I pick up the VHS tape, go back to the basement. And this is the part where I need to remember to reload and such as well. All right. Okay, I need to reload real quick. It should be fine. So there's a thing in 1.01. Oh god, hold on. Let me just do this real quick. Yeah, there's a thing in 1.01 is that if you could not kill this dude within one turn, there's a crash that could have happened if I did not reload my my guns. All right. So
We're exposing this poor guinea pig.
He was bad.
We're exposing him to the visitor, and then it transforms into this creature here.
Rip Cinnamon. In the how you say in the game you could actually get it as an ending. It's called Cinnamon, but yeah, we just use it for here right now. Oh my god. I'm just gonna stand here, I guess. Hopefully he doesn't blow.
There's a trick here. There's a trick here. Actually, you can interact with that little note on the table, and while you're interacting with it, the VHS thing is still recording after that.
That's cool.
All right. So now we got all the ritual items for the perfect ritual. And now we are going to be giving it to the main astronomer, which is Jasper. And hopefully I did all of them correct. If I didn't do all of them correct, I am screwed. Hold on. I have an offering. There we go. There we go. I should have all of it. And he gives me the roof access key and a dark robe. But I don't think we will be using the dark robe anytime soon. But it's just for cosmetics.
Does give you a few boosts, but it's not really necessary.
Yep. All right. So what's the #1 rule of this game again? To not look outside.
Do not look outside.
Not look outside. I wonder what's gonna happen.
And what are we doing?
When I
what
go
are we doing?
outside?
We're going outside. Yeah.
Okay, I should be good with all the items that I need.
Yeah, I think you did everything right. You should be good.
All right, here is outside. And once that, because I gave all the right items to the astronomer, all the 4 astronomers that were in the apartment building who were searching for this visitor actually goes up to the rooftop and will begin the ritual for the final fight, which is the visitor. Actually, it's not the visitor, it's the 4 something. I don't remember what it's called. Is the four astronomers like combined together? Is it the four?
Yeah, they
I think
become.
that's what it is.
They become like an amalgamation of all four of them. It's the Chaos Squad at first.
Oh yes, that.
And then it's the Exalted Four.
The Exalted,
they basically transform into gods, basically.
Gotcha.
All right, last one, and then I have to do a little bit of menuing before the final fight.
Well, that works.
The final fight is gonna take a couple of tries, so I'm gonna hope to God that I can actually like go through with this. All right, let me load. I should be fine. I'm just gonna save just in case because stuff could happen.
Yeah, this fight's a little tough. They hit you with a lot of status effects, so it's just best to have a little backup save just in case things go off the bat.
Yep. So this is the final fight. All the astronomers actually combine together to make one enemy, one huge final boss. And this first turn, because they don't really do a lot of damage at all, they don't really do any kind of damage, we're gonna be guarding.
Oh, this is my favorite soundtrack, by the way. I love this song.
I had to focus up on this fight, so give me a sec. Why am I doing really low damage all of a sudden?
Should be good, as long as you're just spamming point blanks and just multi-shot.
What?
Wait, I think you're low on ammo.
Am I really low on ammo? No way, I
think so,
grabbed
right?
ammo though. Yeah, I grabbed ammo though. That's weird, I guess.
Oh, it's the bug with the double shotguns, right? I remember this. Yeah, that's why there's never supposed to be like two of the same weapon.
Yeah. That's why I make a safety save, because this part of the game. Oh, what?
Oh, you made it nice. Nice. Yeah, nice.
What?
I was about to say,
Good,
this part of the
good.
game is very brutal, especially when you're in easy mode as well. Alright, hopefully I can actually, like, first aid myself as well. Alright, this is all the healing stuff that I need right now. Do this. And then I need to reload everything right now. Oh, I can't reload? Oh no! Oh no, I don't have enough bullets! Should I go through another save then? For bullets?
Yeah, probably so. I mean, if you don't have bullets, do you have a backup save for this?
I have a backup save. That's why I came
Okay, good.
prepared. I came super prepared for this. I think. Let me check one more time. I think I came very prepared because I knew something was wrong when they kept shooting like one bullet at a time. So we had to do the fight all over again. I kind of knew it. I was like, wait a minute, this can't be right.
Yeah, it just bugs out sometimes with like the amounts that show on the UI for their bullets. It's because there's never meant to be the same two of the same weapon.
Oh no, what did I do? Oh my god, I did.
Oh wait, you're not supposed to attack that. You just guard.
Attack it. Well, it is what it is. I was like, wait a minute, am I really that? Am I really that tired right now? All right, reload. I should be fine. I want to say I should be fine.
Yeah, you should be, as long as you're just doing point blanks.
This is such a cool boss design, though. Just real talk.
I should kill it.
Oh.
I think it should be dead. Yeah.
Yeah, I really love the enemy designs of Look Outside. It's the best part of the game.
All right. Well, at least I got through the first part again.
Yeah. The first one was just complete like for swag. Now we're getting down to business.
Yeah, now it's getting real.
Let me do this real quick, and then. Oh, can I do this? Oh, what is this? Wait, hold on. Why does he have nothing?
That's you don't have ammo, I think.
Do I not have ammo again? That's crazy.
Oh no! Wait! You just do the fight. I think maybe that's the bug. I believe when
maybe it might be a bug.
There's two weapons. Yeah, it's the same bug.
We'll see about that. All right, we'll go talk to it for a bit, and then we are gonna try to attack it. Oh my god, are you serious? This is the beauty of 1.01 where it bugs out like that. And now I can't really do anything about it. Okay.
Oh god, Juho.
I had this saved. Maybe it's because I accidentally used my ammo for that start. Oh my god. I am so cooked. I probably have to restart this all over again then. How much of the estimate do I have? Because this is very cooked right now.
About 5 minutes.
Super cooked. I'm at 40 minutes right now? Oh no. I'm just gonna restart this real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. God. This game is rough sometimes.
Do you have a backup save?
No, I don't. Hold on. Let me actually. I only have the 2. That's the thing. This game has been rough to me for the past couple of times. Also, give me a sec while I actually bring back the game because the game doesn't want to come back sometimes. There we go. All right.
There you go.
We'll see how cooked I am again. This safe. All right.
Just try to guard for the first turn when they begin transforming.
Yeah, remind me to guard. Remind me to guard.
Yeah, just guard this first turn. Don't hold anything. Just guard with everybody.
There we go.
You ranged with one, I think. I don't know. You didn't.
All right.
I like how in chat they're cheering you on in their own special way. With this is what happens when you look outside, the game crashes.
Real.
Or just, I can confirm that Juho does not typically look outside IRL.
So true.
Oh my god. All right, on to second phase.
I had this all perfect during my practice runs, honestly, and this happens.
I guess you just praying during that first phase you hit enough damage, like more than 200 damage per hit.
I guess. Alright, let me heal up everything again and use all my stimulants real quick. Alright.
He's got abilities this time, right?
Yeah, he'll do it this time.
Attack. There we go. Alright. It should work right now. Okay. Point blank.
So point blanks, that should
a lot of bullets. It should die right now. He's dead.
There you go.
There you go.
Nice.
All right. So Asuka,
yes.
I will let you choose between if you want to save the humanity or do you want to kill the humanity. Which one would you like?
I'm gonna choose the first. I'm gonna choose what I choose my first time. Kill him.
Killed him. All right. So the last
I am
time
an agent of chaos.
So the last time when I actually did run look outside, it was on Hidden Heroes, and Anarchy asked me to save the humanity. So now we're gonna kill the humanity, which is fine.
We've entered the dark side of Express Lane and Hotfix in general.
I hope I remember what to do as well because it's been so long as well.
Yeah, no, don't worry. There's not like some secret option that just kills you. Well, all of humanity, but not you, I guess.
Because it's only just like hitting buttons, and then at the end it will tell you, "Do you want to look at me again?" And I say, "Yes" or "No." And if I don't look at it, I save humanity. But if I look at it, I kill humanity. So that's what it is. And I'm also very sorry that I'm like really overestimated right now. But we also have one more category to go as well. And I hope that's going to be a short one.
Shout out to
let's
everybody.
hope.
That's Team Kill Humanity.
Oh no, he's gonna destroy our world.
Should I go somewhere else? Yes. Okay. Thank you. And would you like to look at me? And hold on.
Juho's gonna destroy all of humanity due to a lack of sleep.
Right?
Oh no. He basically gets revealed the true form of the visitor, which is this cosmic being, spans across several galaxies, and his mind just breaks and turns into this
There we go.
horrendous creature that just eats all of humanity.
You will see that I have killed humanity.
Curiosity really did kill the cat. GG's.
Time. Whoa. Really close.
And time's gonna come out once. Yeah. Time's gonna come out once it says the end as well. Time. That was time. GG. The first time when I did this as a showcase, so I needed a couple more safety saves in order for me to actually go through the game. But that was Perfect Ritual, where you kill the Exalted 4 and the other monster to reach Visitor.
Well, I'd say in that case, I guess we can get set up for the failed ritual.
Yes.
All right. So while Juho is kind of hitting rewind again and bringing back humanity, maybe for a different type of ending that also is gonna potentially end sad for everybody. That's okay, because I have a couple awesome things I want to remind y'all. I said it before, and I'll say it again, that Summer Games Done Quick is coming soon. It is going to be in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's going to be this July. Now, FYI, you can register to come to SGDQ and see some awesome speedrunners in person, and you could do that right now because early registration is active now until, I believe, May 24th. So if you want some more info on that and you want to get in on registering, go to open up a separate tab. Stay here, but open up a separate tab and go to gdq.gg for all that good info about registering and the event as a whole. Also, want to give some love to the Black in a Flash community because they are returning June 18th through the 21st with its annual Juneteenth special. So you definitely want to be checking that out in a few months. It's going to be so cool and some amazing talent that are going to be featured there. Also, we are back again with Speedruns. We did English commentary last year, and for Speedruns 5, well, Speedruns 6 is coming up. And it is the French Speedrunning Marathon, and we are also going to be doing English commentary here on the Games Done Quick channel. That's going to be streaming May 7th through the 10th. Like I said, we are the official English restream, so you absolutely want to watch that, and you're going to be wanting to pay attention later this week because the schedule is dropping, and there are going to be some amazing runs and talent on there. You are not going to want to miss that. Also, I did notice that there was some absolute love in chat with those very generous subs. And I want to give big thanks to everybody for just supporting the Games Done Quick channel with subscriptions, with your gift subs, with your bits cheered, and just being here and watching and hanging out with all of us. Your contributions help keep shows like Express Lane and Hidden Heroes earlier today running. So if you're enjoying the stream, just feel free to subscribe. You can get some super exclusive emotes, which are really awesome. You get to see ad-free viewing, which is always nice. And when we do our replays, you can still access the chat, which is awesome. And like I said, you can just support the channel by being here and, of course, sharing the Games Done Quick channel with all of your friends. We always love to see new people here in chat and watching Express Lane, Hidden Heroes, or all the other shows that you can see on Hotfix through the entire week and on our weekends when we do our specials. And I have to give some love to this weekend because we are bringing the silly all weekend with Fattel's Follies. It's going to be super fun. And Quacksilver and I, who is host Maker and Victory, we chose some great runs. You're not going to want to miss that. That's starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, both of those days on Saturday and Sunday. That said, we have seen the perfect ritual. We kind of destroyed humanity. But now, let's just fail the ritual and see what happens. Juho, you good to go? Sweet.
Before I start off with the game, you can totally tell that on the bottom right, it changed from 1.01 to 2.01. Like I said, I think today, like a couple hours ago, the dev actually updated the game to 2.3. So I had to scramble very quickly just to get a 2.01 patch, and it's very crucial to it's very crucial to the reason why we actually use 2.01, as it is the fastest amongst all the other patches in this game. Yeah, anyways, we are going to be doing the fail ritual right here. Now you can see that it's not easy and hard mode, it's Explorer, Survivor, and Cursed mode. We're still going to go with the easy mode anyway, so time will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, part 2!
Thanks.
Good luck, Joe. But yeah, basically, the update 2.3 for Look Outside released roughly 3 hours ago. And also, Frankie Pixel Show, the developer for the game, rated us just a few moments ago. Hello, Frankie.
Hello, Frankie.
Raiders. Congrats on the 2.3 release.
And scaring Juho.
It scared Juho, yeah.
Yeah.
Frankie broke the versions and he was like, oh, what am I going to do? No. It was good, though, because...
Go.
It was good because Frankie left a version that wasn't updated. It was like a secret beta version, and that's where we're currently using the speedrun, basically.
Yeah, this is the super secret beta version of version 2. So there's that. Also, the majority of the run that you see from Perfect Ritual will show in this. But there's gonna be a change towards the I guess towards like the end of it, I would say, because we are doing the bad ending of this game.
Now, haven't there been a lot more endings or like deviations that have been added?
Yes.
So I've looked at the speedrun category and I was like, that's a lot more than I was expecting.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And we're not doing every ending possible. Like there's currently in the game, there's 13 endings possible.
Mm-hmm. Before 2.0, I think there were like five endings, if I'm not mistaken. So they really upped it to 13. Also, we are gonna run away from the grinning beast because it's faster that way to just run away rather than just to attack it. Also because I do not have the knife equipped at all, so I'm just gonna be running away from it.
Someone in chat, the bad ending in quotes. That does not narrow it down much.
Yeah, no.
It's the default bad ending when you play this game for the first time, I would say. Yeah, we say hi and bye to Lyle, and then we are just gonna be going through with this. And now you can also see the amount of changes that happened with 2.0. In version 2.0, you can totally tell there's no blood stains on the floor for on 1.1. So there's more blood stains as you can tell on the floor for 2.01.
Yeah, there's a lot more detailing on all the sprites and the map itself.
Alright.
Hey, the rat's behaved.
I'm gonna pick up the baby once again, if I could actually pick up the baby. Alright, I'm gonna grab this just in case because I probably need it, I guess, for my health. Alright.
Once again, this speedrun, sadly, we have to sacrifice the poor rat baby. You know, the speed reasons.
Mm-hmm. I love my arm.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm gonna skip the rooms that are on the left, and then go through here instead to pick up the Mars disc.
On this speedrun, it's a little faster since the difference between version 1.0 is that back then you had to like get the ritual offerings to all the astronomers, and on this version, luckily Jasper, the original astronomer, which we gave all the offerings to, no longer really needs that. You can just betray him, kill him, take the key, and just run up to the roof to just your demise, I guess.
Yeah. Oh. So this strat is actually found by both Jay here and another person called Kanisu. So we're already about to finish up with this game as well. So that's funny. Yeah. So before actually killing off Jasper, I need to grab one more item, which is this pool cue right here. I need to equip this right now.
You need the pool cue of mass destruction. This pool cue revolutionized everything in the speedrun meta for Look Outside, by the way. It has that one hit attack, and it just changed everything.
Alright. Hopefully I can actually kill him within like one turn, and then that's about it. Otherwise,
don't forget to make a backup save before.
I have backup saves.
Okay, good.
He's dead!
First time in Pale? Oh, you hit it. Oh, I'm seeing it delayed. Oh, that was really lucky. Oh, that luck's finally changed, Juho.
So, yeah, in 1.01, you had to give all the ritual items to Jasper. But in 2.0, you don't have to do that, and you just kill him immediately for the roof key.
Wow, but what time is this?
A little bit over, actually about 5.5 right now. Yeah.
Ooh, this is gonna be solid. I like this.
All right, so now we actually get to look outside, and they tell you, oh yeah, the astronomer, one of the astronomers die, and they can't really do the ritual because the main astronomer, or the leader Jasper actually died, so can't really do that anymore. So you had to try to do the ritual yourself.
God, that whole screen is gorgeous. Like,
and that's how you actually finish Look Outside in under 10 minutes.
Right, wow, this is really a good time.
Yeah, time's gonna come up when I see the end again. Time.
GG's. Yes,
6:23. That's amazing.
That's really wild.
Good. Yeah. That is Look Outside, the failed ritual. It's really good. I highly recommend this game. This game is such a great game. It's $10 if I'm not mistaken, right? Is it still $10?
Yeah, it's currently on offer with the soundtrack. Roughly $10 to $13 with the soundtrack. 72 bangers of soundtrack.
Yep. It's one of the best RPG maker horror games out there. I really do highly recommend it. It put a lot of love into this game. It's also like the first RPG game that I speedrun, so yeah. Shout outs to the Look Outside speedrunning community, and thanks to Jay for helping me with the commentary as well.
Yeah, thank you, Juho.
Juho, where can they find you, real quickly?
You can find me on Juhorse, that's J0RSE. I'm a horse speedrunner. I come from Singapore. And it's literally like 12 p.m. and I need sleep right now.
Yeah.
He needs to go to sleep right now.
Oh yeah, and if you want to experience 2.3 because they just updated the game, you can get it right now as well.
Well, thank you so much, Juho, for Hello again, gamers, and welcome to the final run of this awesome horror-themed episode of Express Lane, and we are just gonna get right into it. We are playing We Happy Few Act 1 by Sweet Ola. So hello, friend, how are you?
I'm good. Tired. It's the morning.
Fair. Definite fair.
Anyway, so before I start, this We Happy Few. You've seen this game, it's in different acts. You got Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, all follow different stories. You have the DLC stories as well. So we're just doing the Act 1, which is Arthur. So what I'm going to do is set the game to custom and put on all on easy. No particular reason, I think it might be placebo. It just seems to give me better worlds. So let's go here and I'll call time when we start the timer. So we're playing as Arthur. He works in a post room and sorts out stories. So time starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. So first off, this is Arthur. He's in here, and we are not going to take our joy. We don't need it. Joy is basically like an antidepressant in this game because this is just after World War II or World War One. I can't fully remember, but Arthur's job is to approve or disallow stories. You want happy stories. You don't want anything sad. So Arthur will just approve those here. So we don't need to do our full job. So as a normal person in work, we're just going to do one bit of work and call it a day. So that's all we're going to do. So we are now going to be going through the whole of the building, and there's someone there who's not taking our joy. The workload's massively piled up, typical, and there's a pinata, and we're just going to attack the pinata, and okay, the pinata was a bad pinata. So everyone's realised we are a downer. Downers in this game are people who don't take their joy, and they just be really like upset and stuff. So you better be all happy and cheerful. If you're down, you're not too good. So this is the RNG bit of the run. The reason why the estimate is 45 minutes is just because the world generation. There's also some skips, which I have got like backup saves just in case I fail one of the key skips in the run. So I just have safety saves here. But the game is currently generating a world. Now, I could get a world which is I can beat relatively quickly, or it is just really terrible and I run across the halfway of the map. So we're in this little underground area, and we're going to grab a few things. We're going to grab some bobby pins and some coins. We're going to make sure that we grab as many of these coins as possible, and it is very dark and hard to see a lot of the coins, so I've got the ones there. We're going to run to the other side and grab the next lot of coins. We're going to go here, craft, we're going to make a lockpick, so we can open this door.
3 years of the salamander and me getting into constant trouble finally pay off.
Once we open the door, we're going to go run on through. And I'm going to grab this handy little toy and start hacking this little keypad. And, yeah, so open the door, and, oh my god, spooky jump scare. It's a guy here. Crazy. So we don't really care. We're just going to push him out the way and just jump on these filing cabinets and go inside this vent.
Like, how quickly can you tell in a world, like, if it's a good world or a bad world?
I can tell by the point coming up after this leaving this area. We have to go grab a few items, so I can kind of get a rough idea, but at the same time I'm looking to see just like a particular landmark, which is a really tall tower. If I see that really close to me, I know I've got a good world. If I don't see it, then it's pretty bad. Anyway, I'm going to quit to main menu. Because of some of the little tricks we do in the run, there's a chance that it will spawn me way back in the starting little underground like area, which is not good, because even if you're at the end of the game and you somehow avoid not, say, quitting, it'll spawn you back there, which is not very good, especially if you ran for 10 minutes.
Oh.
Alright, I'm going to grab a few items here, because we have just spawned back in. The mask there's a bit of a collectible. It tells little stories in the game. And we are going to go and grab some items. So we're currently in a town called Wellington Wells, and it's a very cool place. And so that little tower in the distance there, that's what I'm looking for. I know for a fact I don't need to run this way round, I need to go more to the right side. So kind of gives me an idea of what I need to look out for, and that's kind of how I kind of gauge. So we're going to grab some important items here. We're going to grab these darts. These darts are very important for a particular glitch we're going to be using this run, which is probably, I'll say, the main reason why a lot of people don't run the 90%, or not the 90%, but the act speedruns. They tend to run more the DLC. That is just because when it comes to this game, the darts are used for something called dart jumps. They're a bit finicky. I'll explain when I get around to them. Okay, that was quite weird. Okay. I've got 9 darts currently. I am going to play it safe. I'm going to grab a few more extra darts. Ideally, I can do it with just the 9, but having a few extra is always good.
I am coming for you, Percy. I haven't got
So we are going to be running around and grab a few things. And now I'm going to grab these roses. These are used for healing items. We're going to be using these later on, just in case we need to heal. Because this game has a weird little death mechanic. You don't fully die, per se. You will just have to heal up and you'll be fine. I'm going to grab the rest of these darts. So these are the guaranteed darts here. we have 14 darts, so we're in a pretty good spot right now. And we are going to do our very first little glitch of the game. So what I'm going to do is pick up this dead body, and we're going to skip this little dialogue. Drop the body by this wall. I'm going to crouch right here till I get stuck, so I don't move any higher, like this. Pick up the body. I'm going to drop the body down, crouch again, pick up the body, and drop it. What this does, it affects our hitbox, so it means we're now a bit shorter than what the game expects us to be. So we are in this really weird bit of a glitch state, which is quite funny. We're going to go here, and ooh, this is really good.
How much is that one again?
Right, so we got ourselves that little tablet. That tablet is a little pill that helps us run a bit faster. What we're going to do is just crouch, jump down, and clip through the wall. Go here, go jump, go backwards, go forward, and we are going to try our best to clip underneath the wall, and there we go. We skipped the entirety of the beginning part of the game.
What?
So there's a whole fight sequence. If you played through the game casually, you would know, oh, there's a big fight sequence there. We just skip it.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
Yeah, we just shrink ourselves down and we just go underneath. So we basically skipped the beginning part of the game. So yeah.
So like the shrunken hitbox, does that stay like that for the rest of the run?
Until you stand up.
Okay.
So it's not sadly a thing we can permanently keep. Just for the fact of it'd be really cool if we could. But right now I just stood up again just because it just helps see the tower in the distance. So I'm kind of just running around the outside here. But yeah, there's obviously that beginning section there. You had that big fight, and you fight the guys in there in the building, and all that stuff. No, we just skip it because, yeah. I think that was found by the little crouch thing was found by myself like years ago before I even started like speedrunning this game, and then someone called Devotium, I believe that's pronounced his name, ended up finding out that you can just clip underneath the little door by doing that little setup. So that was pretty like cool to see. Anyway, we're gonna keep running through here, and I'm looking for a heart-shaped little building, which here. So also these people aren't very happy with us because of our nice clothes, because again these are all downers and they're not happy about it. So yep. Anyway, okay, so we need to go this way. That's the building I'm looking for, that tall building. And I have to kind of look for areas here. And judging by this isn't too bad. Especially playing it safe where I went round the left towards the military base. Usually it's a good rule of thumb. If you see the military base, go towards that and then run around the side there, because about 9 times out of 10, you should be fine. So now we are going to do the next bit of a interesting skip of this game. So we've got to go here. I'm going to check the left. Can I? No, I'll do this way. I think it's slightly better. So go drop the edge, run on the corner, fall down, make a save. And if all done correctly, we should spawn on the other side of the wall. This is all done correctly, so I'm going to try and hear for an audio trigger here to see if the music changes. Nope, I missed it. It'll turn from that little dun 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 music, and it will say be more happy cheerful music. Oh, that's fine. Also, there's a chance that I can just infinitely die. I have made a safety save before it, so that's fine. There's a rare chance that the game will just spawn you and die, so I will have to quickly load up that safety save, which is fine. So you can see I just spawned in the middle of the air for some reason. So you just die for some reason. No idea why. Games, it's great. But that's why I made this save. Yeah. Well, I'm doing what's intended. You just want to jump around and skip stuff. So we are going to load the save here, the manual save. I might have to look and see if I can do a bit of to jump off the side, maybe. This is one of the more awkward little start jumps to do. So there you go. And we're gonna run back to the building here. And what I'm going to do is look for a bit of a ledge that's close. I think I've got to the top one. I just looked at the ledges, and if it was just underneath the ledge, it'd be fine. So, no, we'll try again. We got this. Oh, no options, save game, and then we're going to go over the save we made. That should be fine. I'm aiming for about over half of the building, just where the little blimp thing is. That's what I'm kind of aiming for. So I'm over halfway between that. It should be fine. Music's changed. I should be good, unless the game decides, no, you're just going to fall in water. Nope, it puts me in water. That's fine. You know what? I'll see if the game will spawn me in the best spot. If not, I'll just, in the best way possible, magically fly over to safety. Because I think this is the most awkward part of the save here. Yeah, it's going to keep doing this to me. Right. It's fine. That's why I have safety of having the debug thing. So I will just basically just save myself from falling. But ideally, it should have put me on the side. For some reason, the game has just decided they can't find a bench. So it's like, oh, this is the last safe spot for you. It's right here. So what I am going to do is type the word ghost, and I can fly. And that would be, oh no. Anyway, oh god, I'm magically saving. Crazy.
Yeah, it's. I didn't see anything out of your
Exactly.
there.
Woo! And you were spawned like here. We were spawned on that bench there.
First try.
First try. Woo! Nah, so the game will end up just infinitely spawning me in the water there. For some reason, I think just because the bench is spawned a bit too far away to where it doesn't know really where to put me somewhere. I'm not 100% too sure. It's a bit weird, but now we are running around the outside of the town. Yes, I could run through the town itself and go through, which is entirely possible, which, depending on how this run's going, I'm assuming the game's going to be very lovely and give me one of the worst possible spawns for this area, but we're going to do a bit of running. Now, again, we have a few... Strange game. Obviously, if you've played through the story normally, obviously you would progress through the story, unlock things at the joy, and you'd be fine. But when it comes down to just the whole point of the speedrun, of active speedruns anyway, it's a bit interesting. Oh, okay. Just click through the floor. And, oh, okay, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good.
Nice.
Maybe? Oh no, it's done its thing. No, that's fine. I guess I have to save. You know what? We're trying for the time. So this is the thing I dreaded. I've only seen that happen to me once, and one that happened was when I was running this for UKSG. The game decided, you know what? We are going to just put a visible wall there. So ideally, I would be running around the outside. However, because Arthur's hitbox is too big, I kind of can't. So what I'm doing here is I'm just running around the outside here, and I'm going to hug to the right, and should be fine. Anyway, here's Joy Detector, and this is what I wanted to avoid, but it's fine. We're just going to keep on running through, and we're going to just avoid all the people with their frying pans and their shovels and their rolling pins and everything else. So there's the building right here. That's actually not too bad. So that guy's just moonwalking, apparently. Strange. Anyway, I've got to run away from the people, so I'm going to try my best to just kite away from them so I can make a save away. So yeah, honestly, not too bad. I got here safely, so I'm going to crouch and I'm going to hide in the floor.
As one does.
Yep. These are still following me. Oh, there's the bobbies. Okay.
Jeez.
That's fine. One of them's given up on me. That's fine. I'm just going to keep pushing away. Go away, please. Thank you. Please go away. Nope, he's still following. Okay. He's very committed to his job.
Oh, that one's got a bone to pick with you.
Ah. Okay, I think if I just run far enough away, he will just stop aggro roll me. He's committed, I'll say that much.
No kidding.
Okay, I'm gonna keep backing up slowly. Okay, keep going. He's... Please. I'm waiting for a little bar to go. There we go. Nice. So now I'm just going to slowly walk my way back over. I'm actually going to run to the side of the buildings. So there's a reason why I'm playing that safe. So there's a bridge there. The bridge that I got to try and jump across. However, if I'm getting chased, the game will not let me save. So obviously you're in combat, and the game doesn't want that, because why would you spawn in combat?
Right.
Well, meanwhile, the game will more than happily spawn me, like, in the middle of air, just constantly bobbing up and down, constantly dying. But, you know, that's fine. But getting chased draws the line. That's fine. Anyway, so this is really good. So what I'm going to do, jump across here, and... I just missed the ledge. Oh well. That's fine. That's why we make the saves. So this one, the easier bridge jumps, you can jump across the bridge, on the water, and you should spawn on a thing over to like a bench. Unless the game now decides, you know what? No, we're just gonna keep spawning you in water. But it hasn't, so it's fine. This is what's meant to happen. I spawn on the bridge, and there you go. We just skip the bridge entirely. So we are going to run to the next area. So luckily, this hasn't been too bad of a spawn. Compared to the spawning in water or anything like that, that's the only bad thing that's happened. This is actually not bad. Because we have a few, again, with the worlds, there's points where you can have just a really long stretch where you're running for 10 minutes. For some reason, that was fine. It's a bit painful. But we'll make it safe to save here. And we've got one more bridge jump to do. So we are going to look on the ledge here. I should be fine. Let me check the other side. It's no bobbies here? No, we're good. Cool. Sometimes it's bobbies and they can tell you, hey, don't climb, don't run.
Oh, jeez.
And yeah, okay. So okay, so we'll try and make a tricky jump here. That's fine. Okay, cool. That's not too bad. We're going to heal up here. Because we won't be able to save while injured. And then jump here. Go here, like that. And we should be fine. Cool. So we want to try and be at the end of that building. So can you see there? We're just past it. Now we should spawn on the other side of the bridge. And we have completely skipped every single island. And they're on like the final island for this game. So... we are now on the fun of it.
Wild.
This that's like probably some of the weird stuff in this game. We've got a few more to go because we've got to go towards that tower. So obviously, if anything's on the show, we are going to go obviously do some interesting jumps. So I'm going to quickly grab some healing stuff just because I'll probably need that in a moment. And there's a few more roses by here I'm going to grab. Obviously, people don't like it when you're running. Someone from the UK can agree. Someone starts running, you start questioning them, like, why are they running? So we've got the ledge. No, you know, you might be all happy and cheerful, you know. It's a very standard thing. Oh, I've missed that jump. That's fine. It's a bit awkward there, but we're going to try and angle for the corner. Again, I've got to save over here, so it's all good, it's all fine. It's not the end of the world. This is the more of an easier bit to do. The bit coming up now, the ending bit's a bit tricky, but that is fine. Again, I've got to keep running past all the people. And I'm going to wait to just make my healing until after the jump, which... so we are going to have to run around all the way here, and try and just jump one more time. So, go here, jump here. And there we go. Just gonna hug the outside of the wall here. And go right to this corner and run, jump, wait till after screams, and then we are then going to make a save. And what we should end up doing is saving right on a bench, and we skip a bunch of the balls. So we build this bench. And there we go. We're now in this next area. I am now going to go and create some healing from here because I've obviously died when I last made the healing. I'm going to heal up just ever so much. And there we go. So now we got one of the more technical jumps, I would say. It's a bit awkward. We have to go around the outside, but what we're going to do is take one of the flash fills and hug this corner, and now I've got to try and jump to this ledge here. I think I'm fine. Ooh, nice, first try. That is a lot more difficult than it is, because that jump, if you jump too soon, you will not be able to make it. If you jump too late, you'll fall, and if you don't jump, if you jump too late, you'll fall off. If you jump too soon, Arthur won't grab the ledge. So you've got to kind of jump a bit more than expected. So it's a bit awkward, but you know what? First try, we'll take it. That is one of the things I was scared for. But now, unfortunately, I have one of the hardest tricks to do in the run. So as I mentioned, we need the darts. The darts are very much used in this run to do something called a dart jump. It is one of the glitches that a lot of people who run this game don't really enjoy. It's one of those awkward, little glitches that is very interesting, to say the least. So if I get a first try, I'll be over the moon. But I probably won't. But I've got 14 darts total for this beginning part here. So I should be a-okay. So, this door. That is the door to the end of the final part of Act 1. So we need to get up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look down, do a dart, chuck it, and then going to jump on the dart, hit the door, open the door, and go through. Ideally. So... Oh, first try!
What? Oh, that was wild!
Oh, don't worry. Yeah, this is the ending of the game. We have skipped all of Act 1. This is the door that will tell us that the end of the game, that is, oh, I have opened something else on my PC. That is not what I want to do. I somehow managed to open up Event Viewer by spamming Ascent and Enter. Whoopsie. Anyway, here it is. The final part of Act 1. So... Oh. Right, okay. Grab some bottles, and... Woo! The Bobbies are not too happy. Oh, cool. Hey, Bobby. Hey. Come here. Come here, you. Yes. Cool, same. Come with me. And he's gonna come towards us. So I'm gonna try and hop over a bit here. Nice. He is currently taking a bit of damage. I am going to hop in this box and ever so graciously give him head pats with a shovel. So, hey. Hello. Come here. Hi. Not friendly. And yeah, he's going to come up here and going to hit him. Move back a bit so he will come towards us. That's fine, because all I can do is this. And what I'm actually going to do is wait until he is dead. I am now going to heal up. And now I have got to pick up this body, pick it up, chuck it over here, and going to quickly play a bit of moving about so I can alter the body to do the little crouch glitch. So what we're going to do is chuck it here, crouch down, pick up the body, and we're going to put him down. So I'm going to climb up here, climb up again, and climb this wall. So we have now got to go all the way through here, and obviously, you know, you've got to grab a gas mask and all that stuff. But obviously, as I've shown, we're not going to do that. So there's two glitches we can do. We can use a speed pill, jump up here, and run across the ledge and try and get up here. However, I'm going to attempt to do the dart jump here, because it should be fine. So, again. Oh, there you go. Easy.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
And then climb up here, and we're out of bounds. So, yeah, that is, we're now on top of the map, so we are now going to make our way all the way to the ending of the game. This is, yeah. Gone quite well.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I was expecting this game to be a bit worse, to be honest, especially because it's also early, and yeah. But yeah, anyway, we are now on the final bit of Act 1, where we're at the bridge, where he talks about Percy, his brother. So, yep, we are now going to just end the game and run on through here. And time's coming up as soon as we hit the big red button. So in 3, 2, 1, time.
Jeez, yeah, that's 25 minutes and 1 second.
Wow! I thought I was higher!
No, it wasn't!
Okay, well, that is We Happy Few Act 1.
We've come to the end of our time.
I was expecting it to go way worse. That is...
Some of us stand by our...
Yeah, you nailed those dark jumps. So,
oh, God. So, yeah, that is Act 1 of We Happy Few.
It's times like these.
Yeah, apparently.
So I agree with our wonderful producer chat. You just need to wake up early and do runs more often.
My
like
PB was asked. Sorry.
Oh yeah, what is
PB's
your PB?
18 minutes.
Wow.
Lewis time 17. So that is actually good, and I only recently got that like a week ago. So.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, there's Act 1 speedrun. I guess because I got time, I could show you what happens if you do take the joy pill. If anyone's interested in seeing that, because we went under my estimate, so if that's cool, I can quickly show that.
I mean, you finished 20 minutes under estimate, so I mean, if honestly, it's on your schedule.
Yeah, yeah, I've got time. I've got time. Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah, you're good to do whatever you want this time.
Right, so I just want to start. I took joy, and so with Arthur, because it's a very hard speedrun, let's go hard permadeath because funny meme.
It's one of the okay, I get it.
So when you take joy in this game, you've obviously got at the start of the game, but you've got two options. You got two. So at the start, we can remember or take joy. If we take the joy, yeah,
happiness is a choice.
You just continue like nothing's happened. And yeah, there you go. That's We Happy Few done like under like a 5 seconds, a second or so.
I love like silly little endings like that where it's just like game's over, done.
Yeah. Nah, but yeah, that's We Happy Few. There's cool speedrun. There's like it's an untapped game in my opinion. There's a lot of stuff that's only been found in the last like 2 years, give or take. I think the last time this game was showcased was SGDQ 2020 or 2019. I believe it's 2020 during COVID, and that was done by Demonic Robots, who played one of the DLCs. That was done in like 25 minutes. That DLC can now be beaten in about 10 because of using a glass bottle. But yeah, this game's great. If you are interested in speedrunning, there's a Discord you can join. If you've more different questions, feel free to hop in there and ask. I'll try my best to answer where I can. Yeah, this game's a fun speedrun. Again, it's untapped. There's like Sally, which has not really been broken. So if you're a glitch hunter and you fancy trying to break something, there's that act. There's obviously Oliver as well. That's done about 30 minutes, give or take. So yeah, it's cool vibes.
Nice. And yeah, and again, where can everybody find you? What are you currently doing?
So again, twitch.tv/Sweedola, YouTube at Sweedola, Blue Sky, Twitter, all socials, Sweedola. That's where you can find me. I don't tend to post a lot on the social media stuff. I just vibe, I just meme.
And I know for a fact that if for everybody in chat, I love Sweetola's personality. You are an absolute sweetheart and a fantastic speedrunner. And I heard that you have completely rearranged your sleep schedule because you are going to be on the GDQ Hotfix tomorrow as well. Tell people about that.
Yeah, so I've been fortunate enough to be asked by Ignitis to run on Speedruns from the Crypt. If you want to see more of myself, but also see a co-op speedrun of Dead Rising 3 with myself and Streetback Guy, tune in tomorrow for Speedruns in the Crypt, where I'll be playing through that with Street. And also, if you want to see a interesting version of Dead Rising 2's K0 time skip as a speedrun, that'll be shortly after, also performed by myself. If you fancy hearing more of a British person, I guess, I don't know. You do you.
We fancy both of you equally. But yeah, thank you so much, Sweetola, for coming on. It is so nice to see it. I've been such a fan of We Happy Few as just a game for so long. So yeah, when I found this run of yours, I was like, all right, we gotta do a little poke and see if you're able to appear. So thank you so much. GG's in chat. Keep them coming for Sweetola for that absolutely broken, wide open run. It was so well done. But with that, everybody, we are officially done for today's horror-themed episode of Express Lane. And if you missed out on it, or if you missed out on Heroes before that, do not worry. We're just going to be replaying after this. You can also tune in to GDQ TV, where it's always on 24/7 speedrunning channel, and you can choose your own adventure in terms of watching all the runs from GDQ's past. If you're interested, to go to twitch.tv/GDQTV. That said, you're going to want to tune in tomorrow starting at 7 p.m. Eastern for Crosshair and, as Sweetola mentioned, Speedruns in the Crypt. So until next time, I'm Oscar 4.